This is Rolling to Die, episode 113. Doomsdays enter the town no more fog of mimics and undead. Hit it, DJ.
Go in. There's like a door here. Take a look at it. I wonder please.
Hello, guys, girls, and wolf.
Squirrel?
Yeah, he came in just in time.
The Heart's Mace. And perfect timing, Lyden. We have one more that'll be jumping in with us as well. She'll be in shortly. All right. So, on that note, it is episode 113 for the Doom Saints, a mix of Doom Crawlers and Blood Saints.
Woo-woo!
So, perfect timing for people that are jumping in right now. I keep messing up on trying to share things right now. Remember, everybody, to like, share, and subscribe to Rolling to Die. We're going to get into introductions, please. We're going to start off with in the studio here first with James. For you know, introduce yourself.
I'm James. I'm playing Dragon Slayer Reuben, the level 20 Rock Gnome Ranger.
Aw, snap. And for everybody out there, we're going to start off at the top. We're going to start off with Dark Trooper, Lyden, and go down from there.
Greetings and salutations, all you geeks and geeks out there. This is Dark Trooper coming from you live from an undisclosed location, aka my couch. And I will be playing Grismont the Flesh Splitter.
And yours coming up next is yours truly, O-Line72, coming back to play as your favorite character, the Draconic Sorcerer Avner, the Dragon of Sindrasil. Ready to throw out some fireballs left and right.
All right, we got the two new ones. We got Alex. You'd like to start off with you?
Hey, it's me, Alex. I'm playing my girl Aurora, and she's ready to shoot some bitches.
All right, next. Gigi.
Oh, it's me. Okay. I got Torres here on playing as a sorcerer. Let's shoot some fireballs. Yep.
Nice. More fireballs, everybody.
More fireballs.
They're everywhere. All right. And last but not least,
and bringing you music, and also playing as everyone's favorite Fire Ganassi, Edward Knight, I am DJ Thunderbeast.
Woo!
Okay, so last we left off on this for rolling 2 die. I would like for everybody here to roll 2d20 for me before we start off with the next part of the story.
You got it.
Okay.
Wow. I just realized I
10.
left my dice out in the truck. That's okay.
Let me
I got another
let me
thing
know
called
what
D, to be honest.
each let me know what each 20 or let me know what each d20 is individually, please.
A 20 and a 15.
Nice, dude.
And
10 and the 1.
10 and a 1. Ooh.
A 13 and an 18.
What are we rolling? 2d20s?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
2d20s.
What'd you get, James? 18 and 10.
A 5 and a 10.
Nice. Good rolls.
5 and a 10. Okay. Jordan.
I got a nat 20 and a 16.
Ooh, wow, that's really good. All right. So, who is last? Last will be when Leah does jump in. And besides that, me. That's 12 and that 1. Oh, no.
Oh dear.
These certain dice just don't like me tonight. So, on that note, last week we left off with 2 sides of the group splitting off and going through 2 entrances to this giant bar, you could say, if not pub. There was also an inn and / library next. One side library that led into the bar, and the other side that led into the bar to the library, also with a kitchen. One half was the dragon Abner, his dragonborn running through a muck, destroying through a wall with Pando on top riding him, and smashing through and destroying the kitchen.
Rude.
On the other end, we had Grismont, Mayhem, Luno, and Crom all come through quietly through the library and take out a couple of the guards silently. While you guys were making all the noise, we came in quietly and violently, with Reuben as well as a couple other characters.
Edward
Well,
hasn't
that-
been spotted yet.
No, Edward has been hiding. He's made it into the head. Everything else is on one person would notice you right now because they're totally distracted by an aggressive Pando and a aggressive dragon. By the way, hello, Leah.
Hello, Leah.
Hallelujah.
Grismont to Leah.
All right, Leah. Welcome. Would you like to introduce yourself, please? I think she has herself on mute, or she is getting her headset ready. We'll wait for her to respond. Just let us know when you're able to communicate, Leah. We can't hear you yet.
We miss
So,
you.
back to it, guys, girls, and squirrels.
Squirrel?
Last we left off, 2 sides of the group. I would, as we're technically in a form of initiative. I would like for everybody to roll initiative for me, please, to let me know what their turn base is for us to take turns on. 7 for you?
It is 17 for me.
19 plus 6, 25.
11 plus 3, 14.
15 plus 5, 20.
All right, Jordan,
5 plus 2, 7.
you and James have to play roll leaves. Both of you roll a d20 for me and see who has the highest roll leave.
You got it. 8.
4 for James. 8. Jordan goes ahead of James.
All right.
And then let's go with Mayhem and Chrome. All right, and that 20 with. Where is. Oh, that's all right, +5 for me. So I got 25 with Edward Knight. We both got to play rollies. I got a 15. What'd you get, DJ?
I got a 20.
Damn. All right.
My dice are liking me tonight, it seems.
All right.
Normally, they don't like me.
Maybe your dice are cursed.
Half and half.
I seriously
Mine
think they
are.
are. I seriously think they are.
Mine are cursed in a way because that's a good way for you guys, bad thing for me.
I love your dice, Mayhem. They are amazing. They bring wonders.
Right? I'm like, I'm about to destroy you guys. 2. Okay. Leah is sent up for a minute. I want her to jump back in. Let me message her real quickly. Okay, so we're going to start with Edward Knight. Edward Knight, you are in the middle of the bar as you just walked in about 15 to 20 feet. Right before actually getting to where the bartender would be, that Pando has abruptly turned into a very messed up backpack of an undead man.
Well then. Do I see any enemies around me? I'll do a perception. (15 plus 2, 17. Does that let me see anything?
Yes. 15 feet. And you see, about 15 to 20 feet ahead of you. Hang on.
Leah,
Leah!
where art thou, Leah?
Technology has finally fixed itself. I rolled a nat 20.
Hooray!
What is your character's name and introduce yourself, please?
Again, I am the traveling cleric Luna that has many interesting stories of fun and embarrassing tales. Has found her way back here again.
Perfect. It'd be easy to have you introduce the new people. All right, I need you to roll 2d20 for me, please.
Okay. Hopefully you guys will help me bless my dice. The dice gods have not been on my side lately.
I know the feels.
And that's a 7 and a 10. They still don't love me. I'm sorry I offended you, oh great dice gods.
All right, don't piss off the dice gods. Okay, now I need you to roll initiative for me so we know when you pop up.
Okay. That's gonna be 10.
Okay. All right, so this will work fine. Right after Edward Knight and Mayhem's turn, once it goes to Mayhem, Paul can fix this part. All right, Edward Knight, you see about 20 feet ahead of you. You see the table. You see it lick itself. You see the chair kind of nudge over and sneeze. And you see about maybe 30 feet past that an undead skeleton drinking alcohol, laughing, seeing what's been happening in this fight, as he really doesn't care right now. What do you do, Edward Knight?
I am first going to roll a stealth to see if I can actually sneak up towards the table undetected?
You are directly in front of it by like 15 feet, 15, 20 feet.
Am I with that? No, that I need to move closer so I can be within touching range.
Yes, you have to walk within range, which does give the
Yeah, so
chance
that's what I'm
of-
using stealth for, is to move quietly closer towards it, so I don't get detected.
All right, so you roll stealthily, but to let you know you're in a bright room as you're walking down towards this.
Rolled a 10 plus 6, 16.
Okay, so with a 16, as you're walking, you're thinking that they're not going to notice you as you get up close. Right as you're going to reach your hand out, you said at one of them?
I was I was getting up close to the table because I saw it lick itself, so I was going to do a touch spell that requires touch.
Roll an acrobatics or athletics check.
10 plus 9, 19.
19, you said?
Yep.
Okay, with a 19, you just pull your hand back just in time, right as you're about to reach your hand down, put it on the table. The mouth opens up to snap at your hand as you pull back, and this giant purple tongue just misses your fingers. And the chair that's right next to you, about a foot away, snaps. Someone is typing super fast, and I can hear it really loud.
Did I touch it at all, though? Like, did any actual contact happen?
No, you just barely pulled your fingers away before it actually got the touch.
Crap, I needed the touch. That's why I was asking.
Well, if you want to risk touching, it's going to risk a bite.
Well, it's the only way I can do this one move. That's the reason.
You want to reach at the tongue while you're pulling your hand back and grab at the tongue that almost got your fingers. You can risk this. Yeah, I'll need you to do a dexterity save, though.
Yeah, you're made of fire. Whoever's gonna bite you is gonna be burnt.
So, would you like to take this risk?
No.
All right, so you can do something else. You only have one more thing you can do. Is what would that be?
No, I still got one more action and my bonus action.
Yes. What would you like to do?
So
One physical action.
I need it.
I was thinking the same thing. As you have two mimics right next to you. One in front of you that is a medium-sized mimic, and then one next to you that's a small-sized mimic.
Does a 16 hit? 8 plus 8?
16 hits the chair, but not the table.
Well, the chair is going to take 20 points of fire damage then.
Okay, it's actually double damage for anything that is fire to a mimic. So it would be 40 points. It is severely hurt with this one hit, but is not dead yet. You still have a bonus action or a second physical attack.
Does an 18 hit the table?
Yes, AC of the table is 18.
It takes 21 points of fire damage.
So that'll be 42 points instead. As you hear them both go.
And the
As they
munches.
screech. So, That's all you can do? Is there anything you say before you're into your turn?
No, that's just all I do.
All right. It is now Mayhem and Chrome and Lunal's turn. As Mayhem looks over, going, so we got to follow over here somewhere. The book. Lunal, what do we do? I'm looking for a friend. As she opens her book, as it glows green, you see different sigils as the pages flip past, as Lunal is friends with Luna. Luna, I would like you to roll a D100 for me.
Okay.
Luna.
That is 85.
Very good success. All right, I'll show you what Luna looks like as we have her. Oops. As you all see.
Nice.
As she will be teleporting right past, right next to us. As Jordan's smashing through the wall into this room, the portal opens up with Abner. For Alex and Shiji, you guys will be teleporting within the locked area of the library. I would like for both of you to roll a D100 for me, please.
Okay. $70.
All right, success. And what did you get, Alex, for your character?
I got an 80.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, yeah,
Both
baby.
you had a succession. I'm going to use these characters for now for you.
What was the question?
You are being teleported into here. This is going to be you, Alex.
Whoosh. I look amazing.
I'm going to have you teleport as you guys are right here within the library that has bars around it, like it's kind of like a semi-prison.
Straight to jail.
Not in a bad way, more of like a you guys teleported into the forbidden room areas that are locked and keys. And you just have back there. Right as Luna opens up the portal, it helps you to piggyback your way through as you are hanging out with Luna as the portal opens up. But as it sucks you through, it pulls you slightly further away. Oh, yeah. Brand new. All right, so I would like for Luna, you can explain yourself as you teleport right next to us as Abner is smashing through as a dragon right behind you. That sounds so wrong.
Well, I look behind me. Wrong kind of smashing. I'm like, well, you took me out of something chaotic into something more chaotic. I suppose this will be more fun?
Luna looks at you and goes, yes, my friend. Me, Nick, and Chrome are going to need a bit of help. Have you any friends to bring? I noticed when I opened the portal there was more than just your feet.
Well, if anyone else teleported here with me, they aren't right here.
Right as we say that, we hear a thud thud across the room, right in the cells to our far left. And then that's where we'll hear Shishi and Alex with their characters, which we will meet shortly when we move to that general destination. All right, now we will move our characters towards that area and start a conversation. Right after that goes to the next person, which will be Grismont. Grismont, you're actually with the group of us. What are you doing as you see Luna teleport in? Luna, where are you? At Water Ganassi?
Air Genocity.
Air
My hair just
Ganassi.
always perfectly floats around like an anime
All right,
character.
that works.
Just a bunch
All
of
right, so
clouds.
you're Air Ganassi.
Nah, it's
My Grismont just ignoring everybody, just looking at the books, and just scratching his head, like, "What are these for?"
As Luna looks over, going, these are books. Some are for reading and learning and knowledge. Some may be for other means, and some are dangerous. I would appreciate being mindful. Some could try to eat you.
As I go up and grab a book. One of them chomps down my hand and like, "Oh, what the crap!"
All right, roll a dexterity. Roll a dexterity save for me to make sure and see if it snapped on your hand or not.
Oh yeah, it chopped on my hands, all right. I got a net 1 + 3, 4.
Oh,
Whoosh.
Like, oh, Zug it, stupid book, get off of me!
You take 19 points of biting damage as these teeth. From the book, when you first reach over saying, what are these? The pages open up and teeth grow from the pages and latches right on your hand.
And Grismont just flails around and jumps around like he's doing a jag, like, Zug it, you stupid thing, get off me! Reaches over with his other hand and starts trying to rip it off his hand. In a
All right, roll a
comical
strength check for me. Let's see if you can rip this off your hand. Mind you, it's going to hurt.
got a 9, 5 + 4.
Oh.
Let's see if you beat the mimic. 19.
No.
It latches right on tighter. You see the tongue wrap around your forearm and up to your elbow. And it
I start
burns
beating
like
it
an
against
acid.
myself. Get off me, you stupid book!
Luna starts laughing and Chrome does too. You take another 2 points of bleeding damage from this. Is there anything else you want to do before you end your turn?
Can I try getting it off again?
Yes, you can. That'll be the last thing you can do. Besides moving.
Well, he's already moving because he's dancing around with a book. I whip out my axe. It's just like, get off of me!
Oh no, you're gonna risk cutting your
grab
own
my
hand off.
hammer. No, I grab my hammer. It's like, get off me! I put my hand down and ah!
Roll a attack with your hammer to your own hand. Slash the mimic. It's gonna clamp down in your hand, by the way, as it bites.
Yes.
This is wacky. Right off rip, the first 20 minutes.
14 + 11, 25.
So explain to me how you hit this thing with this hammer to make it less
I literally whack it down on top of one of the bookshelves. I raise my hammer up and just bring it right down on top of it. Yeah, like, target one! And just keep repeatedly hitting it until it lets go.
Roll damage for me, plus the fire damage from your flaming hammer. The fire damage is double damage.
7 + 5, 12. That's
12 physical
2d6.
damage.
and 5 and 5, 10 is the damage for the fire. So that's
That's 20 damage.
22 plus the double. That's 44.
How do you want to do this? This thing only has 20 health.
Yeah.
The books don't have much health.
As I'm literally beating this hammer down, I'm yelling "Zog, Zog, Zog, Zog," and then afterwards, after it's been turned into a very, very, very visible puddle of goo on the bookshelves and covering all the other books in gore. You see, some of the books you start seeing tongues coming out, picking up the blood.
There is. Roll a perception check for me to see how many books are moving as you are hitting this one with your hand. As Abner busts right in. Honey, I'm home, or oh yeah.
15.
Oh no.
10 plus 5.
15. You see about 20 books within these books of about 100 all around you. Start shivering and quaking and freaking out as you just smooshed this book and burnt it as you pull back your hand. And originally it was bleeding, but with that magical effect that you have from the physical damage you did, it starts healing back up.
And I have to roll. How do I roll?
Roll that. While you're doing that, it'll end your turn. Is there anything you say before you end your turn?
Oh yeah, I get 88 back. No, Griswold just yells, "Stupid books! I'm out of here!" He just backs off from the bookshelf like, "I don't like them books."
Luna says, knowledge is dangerous, remember. So, at first you pull back your hand, it's first hanging back by the meat and bone and all messed up. And then as it starts healing back up, it turns back to normal and you crunch it back to place. And all the books start freaking out. Now, your turn is done. Alex or Elstra, it is your turn. What are you doing is now you just teleported into a library where there are forbidden books all around you. You going to roll a perception check to see properly what you're seeing? Perception checks do not count against your actions.
Then sure.
So you can either use your passive perception or roll a perception check for me. What is your passive perception? Do you know?
A 21.
Your passive perception? What a shitball.
That's
Or did
good.
you roll that?
No, that's my passive perception.
Wow. All right, so right when you teleported and landing with your 80, you landed perfectly on your feet. Explain to what the character looks like as you're landing down from this teleporting portal that was green right above you.
So, this is Estrella. She's like a 5'10" wood elf. She has like very bluish hue skin, and she has really long black wavy hair with streaks of silver in it. And she usually wears her robe that has blue insignias on it.
And any weapons on you? And what do they look like?
I got my quarterstaff hanging off my back along with my crossbow on the other side. And those are my weapons of choice.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
If you land down with your using elements, you see a library of books behind you. Some with magic seals and locks across them. You see some with strange metal links and chains that are hooked to the actual walls. You look over and see a barred door that you're locked inside. Noticing it's supposed to be locked for people to go in. But you're already inside, accidentally. You look over You see some of the books. You swore shook and moved. You weren't sure why. Now you have your friend next to you. Do you want to say anything to him?
How the frick did we get here?
Gigi, I would like you to explain what your character looks like and their race as well.
Oh, he is okay. He is a sea elf, and he has almost like grayish skin, kind of dark. Black hair entirely, and black eyes. I have a quarterstaff and 2 daggers.
How tall are you?
175.
Oh yeah, you guys go by different metrics there. Foot
Oh yeah,
and
okay.
inches.
1 second.
You're looking at the opposition, as you are from the other side of the country. Let you guys know we are playing
That would be
world.
5'9", I believe.
5'9". Okay.
Yep.
All right. What color is your hair? What color is the hair of your character?
Black.
Black. Okay. And any kind of weapons are you wielding or wearing?
1 quarterstaff and 2 daggers.
Okay. All right. Now, what do you explain to yourself when you or explain to her as she has spoken this to you about where the hell happened to us? As you guys were both talking to a character you just met named Luna, and had a conversation, and randomly a portal appeared right under your feet and sucked you here.
I am entirely clueless. Literally was just eating a kind of sardines, and then I'm here.
You're still in your hand, frankly, as you rolled high
Yeah,
enough.
literally still on my hands.
And remember,
I'm gonna have to hold your hand through this, aren't I?
Maybe.
What do you guys say to that? Anything you want to do while you're in that room?
I return to eating my sardines.
Okay, you return to eating your sardines. As the smell of the sardines starts ruminating from the room, making it so the books that were moving and shaking start salivating.
Oh jeez.
Start drifting oh so slightly closer as a book that was maybe 5 feet away from you has somehow become 3 feet now. Now 2 feet. Just slowly sliding closer to you. Now it's at 1 feet. Right by your foot and right between you and Alex for Estra and Forrest. There's a book between both of you right now. Do you, is there anything you both want to do or say to react?
I get away from my sardines, and I cast Fireball at 7th level.
In a room with your friend.
We are in a locked room full of flammables.
Oh,
Yes,
maybe that's
you know,
not idea.
it's
Never mind.
about 20 foot
Hold on.
by 40 foot.
Art to cast fireball in an entire room full of playable objects.
Maybe that's a bad idea. Okay,
Maybe.
can I? Is it
I'm all
possible
for
to
it.
change this creature?
I'd probably be one of the only ones to
I'm
survive.
into this. I'm just asking Alex, is she okay with taking a fireball from her friend right point blank?
No.
Okay, never mind. I will not cast that fireball.
You're like, I'm gonna cast fireball. No. So
If I do
within a couple
anyways,
seconds of you saying this, the book opens up in the eyes and it says, "Fireball, bitch." And the tongue opens up and bites at your foot.
Oh,
Oh, snap.
What is your AC for Shishi?
my AC is 16.
It rolls a 14. You're lucky. It snaps at your feet and misses. It turns back at Estra. Or Estera. Was it Estra?
Estrella.
Estrella. Thank you. Estrella. Oh, you're so lucky. It rolled a 10.
I have a 16 too. So
what do you two do? Is this thing between both of you and both your turns or right next to you?
What was the question? Your mic didn't pick up that last part.
You want to cast it and defend yourself from fire as he's going to launch his whole room on flames, or you going to try to find your way out of this room as he ignites
Your mic is. We are barely able to hear you, Henry.
Yeah.
The music is a
Yeah.
tiny bit
Much
loud.
better. How
There
about
you
now? Are you going to be able to check the gated door and see if you can exit or not? Or will you be able to see if there's another exit? Because there is stairs to lead up to the second floor.
Can I roll perception to try to find another option?
But you have a monster right next to you, and if you run away, it will be trying to attack you again.
Well,
Oh, opportunity of attack. If a monster within 5 feet of you and you walk past away from, and attack you. Unless it's a monster with a special effect that's bigger than you. That's what she said.
fireball. I smack it with my quarterstaff.
All right.
Little 2 physical attacks for me. With your quarter staff. For this, look.
I got a 19.
Nice.
I just hit and roll a second attack for me.
What?
In that one. You said in that one.
No, I rolled a 19.
Okay, for a full attack. I'll take roll for a second attack. You get 2 attacks per action. Unless you're doing a pleasure or some kind of miracle. Depending on
GM, your mic is a little bit quiet. We cannot hear you.
We cannot hear you.
It,
How about this? This better?
Yeah, a little.
All right, guys.
There you are.
So, all right, guys. We're close. What are you going to be doing? Let me know. I will react accordingly. You have a 19 for the first attack. What is the second attack?
A 12.
A 12. That's a miss. All right, so the first attack, roll the damage for me. Well, let me know what that is.
Well, dang. A 3.
All right, you only do 3 damage. Yep. So, you have a bonus action still. What would you like to do with that? It's still a physical attack or a, if you have a cantrip spell. Do you have a cantrip spell?
No. I just wanted to flick it away.
Well, you can kick it if you like. It risks it biting your feet. Or you can still use your staff again.
I kick it.
All right, roll an attack for me. AC is 14.
Dang. Wait, how do you roll an attack? Is it just a straight 20? D20?
It's a 20 plus whatever your modifier is. Or
Yeah.
whatever you're attacking with.
unarmed strike. Go and when you see unarmed strike, it'll be your physical strength as bonus modifier. So either it's probably going to be between a +2 to +4 for you. Probably not much physicality.
Oh, sorry. I found it. Slay! I got a 22.
Awesome. Explain to me how you football punch hit this thing across the room. If you would have missed, it would have bit you. But you succeeded in kicking. And also, what kind of footwear are you kicking this thing with?
Probably some combat boots.
All right, so explain to me how you kick this thing back into the other books.
I kick it like a soccer ball.
All right, so you just roll that leg right up and wham, and you see this book, boom, right against the other book. So you see the other book shake and start dropping. And you see a bunch of mimics start opening up to a bunch of books, about 20 to 30 of them all surrounding all both of them. The only exit you have is a cage locked door ahead of you, about 5 to 10 feet, or the stairs that go upstairs. It's about 5 to 10 feet away as well. To your left, cage door. To your right, stairs. Which do you choose? Unless you want to fight all 20 at once in a close area.
The door's probably locked. Can I grab Shiji and run towards the stairs?
Okay. I want both of you to do a acrobatics or athletics check for me, and tell me what that is. You choose either acrobatics or athletics, and roll that with a d20 for your plus modifier. So for PG and Alex, please.
Ooh, that's an 18.
So that's a 9.
Oh yo, yikes.
Gigi, you run up the stairs first, and she's pulling up behind you. She trips up the stairs. As you make it about halfway up the stairs, and they start getting close to her feet. I would like for you to do I'm allowing you a free action. If there's something you would like to do as she is near your feet, you can pull her forward, and you can do one reaction from that, such as a casting a spell or some kind of attack. You want to do some
Okay.
shield attack or blasting.
Okay, what's the enemy surrounding?
End of the room, you can hit them without hitting both of you.
Okay, so I can cast one spell. Okay, let's see.
You get one reaction, and someone should do a dexterity check for me to you can pull yourself up next.
Okay, can I cast the wall fire to block them off?
Yes, you can.
Don't hit me.
Not gonna not hit you, I'm pretty sure.
Alex, roll a dexterity save.
Oh well.
I'm gonna tweak.
Wait, ain't no way.
I got a 9 again.
Oh no.
9. Down towards him, you yank at his pants. You don't pants him, but you get close.
Oh, thank you.
But now you're partially pulled up, but you're not full enough. As one of these mimics has just jumped at your feet. It missed, but you're so lucky with a 6, even with advantage. First one with 2. Snipping at your feet, just missing your feet. Just missing it.
Nice.
What are you doing? Is that magic?
A wall fire to block them off.
All right, explain to me how it works. As you open it up, as the wall or the room is 20 foot wide and about 35 foot long.
Okay, I will try to, while avoiding hitting Alex, I'm trying to cast the wall fire just between the mimics chasing her, as and the rest of the room.
Red
I cast it like
caster,
horizontally.
3 to 5
I don't know
feet
if that's
past.
gonna be enough to reach the entirety of the room, but like, I'll try.
It's you're casting long wise right now. Just want to look at reach.
Yep.
The length you cast. You're at the side length, so the steps are here, and the side room is this way 20 feet, and then the elongation is this way. So the mimic
I'll
is
cast it
right here,
sideways.
and you're up the stairs this way. They're trying to climb up. Are you doing sideways?
Yeah.
And you said 20 feet wide?
Yep.
All right, how many feet high?
Feet high. Wait, I don't use feet. Hold on. How much is 2 meters?
6
2
feet.
meters? That's 6.5 feet.
Okay.
Every meter
1
is
meter,
about,
3 feet.
yeah, about 3 feet and 3 inches. 3 feet and 3 inches. That's 3 feet. I don't know exactly. So yeah, high enough.
Shit, you're right.
I know both systems fit together. Math.
You learn
That's not, yeah. Back to it. Explain how it works. You open your hands and you cast one hand. You use your eyes, your mouth. How does this fire expand across the steps and across the ground? And it looks like explain how it looks from your character.
My character with a piece of fish in his teeth. With one hand, he tries to frantically cast a wall of fire just behind myself.
That's hilarious. Mouthful of fish. Hand raised over here. A firing wall as the mimics freak out and jump back. And it's all mimics take almost double damage from this wall. The ones that get cast and burned inside are about 3 of them. Out of the 20 to 30 of them that are trying to face up. A tsunami of books. And more of them are collected all around. You're lucky. Now, you guys have a chance to move up. Leah. Or not Leah, sorry.
Yes.
Give me 1 second for you and I'll get back to you. Alex, you can spend half your movement speed to get back up. Or your last bonus action to get back up. Which do you choose? Run back up and steps. How it's falling.
Probably half my movement speed.
All right, so you guys both make it up the steps. These guys are right here trying to make it. You make it right here. He makes it right here. All right, with your high perception of a 21, you see as you walk up the steps, especially with the fire lighting up everything right now, igniting some of the books that are not magical on fire, and some of the wood on fire in this library. You see a cauldron with green, boiling goo just lighting up. You see this dark figure with a black robe and a black hat, a magical potion in one hand glowing, and his hand waving above this cauldron, and a magical book behind him floating with an eye blinking, as that is one of the magical books that you may not know right now, but other people know. You see a bunch of mimics as people die, you hear. You see a bunch of mimics moving around, guarding the other exit way. What do you two do and say? You both are up this step.
Where on the board is he?
He's about 50 feet across from you, where there is the open section. You look down, and you see the area you were originally teleported down from. And there's a walk path towards him, but his back is turned to you right now. So he does not see you, nor do some of these minutes before you quietly as you keep hearing him talk horribly at the cauldron ocean.
What do you want to do?
I have no.
Gigi.
I honestly have no. I'm thinking. Oh,
This is when you get to use your fireball.
I will not use my fireball. You mentioned there was a cauldron. Can I roll a K-Mac check on what's inside or something?
It's a green goo that is boiling and bubbling right now. Of a luminescent.
I see.
Acid. See,
Okay.
and with that high perception that you have, you hear him chanting in a foreign language. I don't know if you guys know Underdark. He's speaking in Underdark. Using a language to cast spells in his potion. What do you do?
Can I take a little sip?
You are not close enough unless you can walk right up to it where he is standing right next to it.
I will do
that. No, you won't.
Oh, fine. Let me see. Okay, maybe I'll just cast a spell on him at this point.
So let me get this right. So you get randomly teleported into a room with magical books that are trying to God knows what to our legs. We run out and you meet a man who is doing God knows what in a cauldron and you want to eat.
I trust him. He looks like a trustworthy person. I like the way he looks. He's a man dedicated to his craft.
He's a man in a cloak and a hat. What do you mean you
I
like
can
the
respect
way
that, you know? Okay, I cast Charm Person on this guy.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
Edward actually knows naturally.
Yes, but you're not far close enough.
I know.
Oh yes, but for Shishi,
yes.
Closer and see what it looks like.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't pick up the last thing you said.
You roll.
Roll for what?
Or you use your passive perception. Which one would you like to use?
Oh, passive perception. 17.
Passive perception, or you can roll for it.
Ooh, go for it. Let's just. I can use the base 17 now.
All right, so with a 17, you look and see the black robes. You see the black hat. And you're like, I'm admiring it. You see the potion in his hand. But then you look closer at the hand.
Oh, yikes.
And you notice the skeleton. Bones.
Oh, that's
look
not
past the hat. Tall. Turns back and you see a skeletal.
Oh, shit.
No eyeballs. Glowing eye sockets. What do you say or do now?
Well, let's say to I'm making it like hello, I guess. Because I don't know if he's actually hostile, and I'll hand him a piece of my fish.
So you walk up nonchalant. Right up to this arcane skeleton figure. He looks at you and you hand him a fish. Now I want you to do a persuasion check for me.
Okay.
To see if you can persuade
bribe him.
to be hostile.
Persuasion.
You get
+5. Okay.
Because you walk up to him and hand him a piece of fish.
I want it on the record that I do not trust this man.
I trust him.
I did not approve of the plan.
Persuasion.
I do not agree with the plan.
Wait.
I absolutely have my staff out and be like, I'm not.
I roll 11
happy.
plus 5, 16.
16, nice.
He looks at you and smiles. All right. I see oil from the fish. Ouch. Then he grabs the fish and bites the head off and drops the rest into the altar. And you see it boil even more, expecting smoke. The fish down his neck and drop and fall right in front of you. He looks back at you going, now what's a living elf doing in this town? But do you want to consume my potion and become an undead? Or are you great? What do you say to that? Your Torah before we end the turn.
I will not say. Can I leave that to Alex?
Alex, what did you going to do behind him?
What was the question?
Oh, your creature is asking you whether it's written in the
Oh,
the altar that he created that is undead. To make himself an undead
sorry to interrupt. Your mic is kind of cutting.
or you want to make a deal with him. Do that. What do you say or do?
Sorry. Oh, sorry. Your mic is kind of very quiet again.
I'm sorry.
All right, can you hear me now?
Oh my god, that's perfect.
Yeah, way better. Thank you.
So, back to it. Our other people in the other studio are playing their music loudly, and then I told them to quiet it down, but they can't hear. Back to it. He looks at you saying, do you want to drink from his potion of the undead and be his mortal slave, be undead and mortal forever? Or you want to make a deal with him? What do you choose as he says this, as you both hear this, as he turns back to you? We're going to be going to the next person after this.
I don't want to drink it, but is there any chance you could put it in like a to-go cup for me?
He just
any
looks
chance
at
you got
you
some
with this
weird
Starbucks
smile
to-go
cups?
And hands you a vial of it.
Drink it or give somebody else it. But they'll be mine. But they'll live forever.
Damn, kinky.
And then, what about you? Shiji, do you want to do the same deal? Do you just want to have one handed to you, or do you want something else?
I will take a vial, I guess.
He hands you a vial as well and smiles. And he says,
take 2 doses and call me in the morning.
Oh, not call you, Jesus.
After that, he smiles, goes,
where did you come from and why are you here?
I stand there looking for
I'll let you both think about that. I'll let you both think about that. As it ends your turn right there is the S list.
Okay.
All right. Next, it's going to go to Luna. Leah, you are on deck. You are right now. It's for Leah, and then after Leah, it's going to go to Jordan, and then it's going to go to Reuven for James. New people had a little long of an intro because it was their first time or in the show for this part. Back to the actual speedy part. Leah, what are you doing as you are with Mayhem and Luno and Crom and Grismont?
Okay, do I see anything that looks wrong to have a mouth?
You said what now?
What looks suspicious? What looks like it has a mouth but shouldn't have a mouth?
Everything around you, pretty much, as Grismont has just made a bunch of mimics move around. As you see 20 or 30 of them moving and scouting around, and a few undead around all of you. They're starting to move into place. There are 3 undead moving closer to you, as well as about 15 to 20 of these small book mimics.
I would like to strike the small book mimics.
All right,
Because they're all yield twilight.
all right. Show me your power.
I'm gonna cast Fireball at the book mimics.
I knew it! I knew it!
There's gonna be
No,
rain
not
and
the way.
fireballs this whole night. This is gonna be fun. All right. Are you firing them at the one, or like behind Grismont, or while Grismont's in the room? And Leiden will be fine because Avner's fireproof. It's actually gonna heal his ass when you fire this in the room.
I will avoid attacking my teammates.
Oh, but I like the feels of being burned.
Avner will be
Not
fine with
this
this.
way. Oh, that's a 5 plus 8. I don't think that hits.
What'd you try to hit with?
I'm trying to hit with Fireball.
All right, fireball
That's
is
a
for us to
Everybody
roll.
fireball.
My mimics that are in that room roll a 3. They fail. Your fireball succeeds. How much damage does the fireball do? We have to succeed a 19. You said a level 7 fireball, right?
Yes. Yes.
Grismont, by the way, I need you to roll for me as well. Roll a dexterity save.
Hang on.
You're in the room. I believe it's dexterity or constitution. Which one is it, Jordan?
Okay, that's level 7.
It's dexterity save.
Dexterity save, so I was right. Okay, dexterity
Do I
save.
get advantage?
Yes, you do. As you heard her say, get out of the room, fireball.
I got 16.
Nice.
You still fail.
13 plus 3.
3, 4, 5, 6.
I know, I'm
7,
sorry.
8, 9, 10, 11.
It's
12,
the only way for
13,
them to hear me
14,
properly.
15. That is 15 damage.
Oh, well, we will let you in. Huh? Too many people. DJ Thunderbase, I'm gonna minus 1 camera so Zenta can jump in if you don't mind.
All right.
Got action pack. We got action pill full party tonight.
Yeah. Wait, did I? 16. That's a. I don't think I rolled my damage correctly.
All right, there you go. Now you can jump in, James.
I will.
All right. You guys all hear me and how raised it up and everything.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Look at us, Henry.
So-
all these people in here tonight.
Okay, so on that note,
That is. 8,
Leah, what are you?
Yes.
What else are you doing after that? You just fried a whole room of mimics. I want you to. How much was the damage?
Okay, that.
How much was the damage?
No, I didn't roll the damage correctly because it's 8d6, but at 4, 8, 4.
Okay.
Okay. That would be 11d6. I do not have all in front of. I do not have that many in front of me right now.
All right. Do you need me to roll it?
Yes.
Okay. You rolled 49 damage.
Woohoo!
Tell me, how do you want to do this? As it's going to be double damage from the fire. Sorry, it's 45 damage.
Ooh.
I misread that.
Ah.
So that's going to be 90 damage altogether to all these books in the room. Grismot, you
So-
take half damage, so you're going to take the 45 damage if it blasts you out of the back, and your whole back catches on fire as you launch out of the room. Jordan, your character gains health of 45 hit points.
Nice.
You hear Grismont just as he's going through the wall out the window. He's like, "Stupid kids!"
Okay, all right. Leah, explain to me how Luna kills all these 20 to 30 mimics as a
Wait,
wave.
wasn't there a book in there we're supposed to find?
There is. It's in the. There's one in the bar and there's one in the library. Right now, the people with that just jumped in that are new are right next to it, and then you guys are next to the other one. Better find them,
So,
or you're gonna have a real hard time fighting the big boss.
so like I perfectly aimed for all the books. They all go out one by one, saying really bad quotes from Twilight.
Oh no!
Wow.
Die.
Each
The
one of
movie
them
or
as
the
they
book?
burn.
Wait.
Both.
1 second. The movie or the book?
Movie.
Okay, there you go.
Sadly, here's a story for you before we get to the next part. My ex wanted to borrow all my Lord of the Rings to understand Lord of the Rings, and she wanted me to borrow all her Twilight to understand Twilight. Sadly, we broke up not too long after that, and she stole all my Lord of the Rings extended cut editions. And I was stuck with all of the Twilight movies. I have all of them to this day, and it bugs me. I'm glad that my wife has she has her own special edition Lord of the Rings extended cuts that are better than the ones I had. So, winning. But at the same time, I wanted mine. How dare you? Back to it, though. All right, Leah. What is the last thing you say or do, because you still have a bonus action?
Okay, so what's the closest what's the closest thing that's a mimic to me? I'm gonna smash it.
Behind
My
you,
mace.
there is one more giant mimic. There's a giant book mimic that is trying to sneak up behind you. Roll a perception check to see if you see it before it attacks you.
Okay. That is 22.
You definitely see it. Now you can roll for an attack with advantage.
Ooh. I'm gonna take my mace and I'm gonna just old-fashioned smash its dumb mimic face mouth. Unholy combination.
All right. Yo.
That is a
You got a time thing? All right.
that's a 24 to hit. Does that
Definitely
hit?
you hit. That definitely
Hell
hits. The AC is a 18. You heard it live, people.
Yeah.
Remember to like, share, and subscribe, everybody, to Rolling to Die and DJ Thunderbase.
That is going to be 5 damage.
5 damage.
Yes.
All right, it's bludgeoning. It's going to be double. So you get 10 damage. So, that ends your turn. Is there anything you say before you end your turn? To the crew or anybody else?
I say to the book, you look like homework. I don't like you. And I end my turn.
Okay. Okay. All right. You end your turn. Now is Reuven. Oh, sorry. Avner, then Reuven. Avner. Reuven, you're on deck. Avner, you're this giant dragon smashing through. Gain the scene as giant fireball as you're like, hey, Grismot, fireball. Whoa. What do you do?
Well, I'm glad I've got hit with a fireball since it helped rejuvenate my health to full HP. The next thing I want to do, is there any furniture or creatures nearby me at the premises?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Okay.
They're all cooked and gone in that room, except for one that's right next to Leah, but she just hit it with a mace. It's not dead, but she's like, no. But yeah, you cleared that section, but if you look to your left, there are 3 skeletal figures that are running at us to attack us from that side. That Reuven, you, and everybody else is at.
Okay. I will go ahead and proceed to do a tail whip attack to knock all 3 of them over. Crap, did that wrong.
Roll an attack, my friend.
That's a dirty 20. 3 plus 17.
All right. All 3 of them, you just whip with your tail right under their feet, and all 3 of them smack to the ground, knocked prone, meaning you have advantage on physical attacks.
All right. 2d8 plus 10.
What do you do?
Rolling out the damage for the tail whip attack. My 2d8 there. 2d8 plus 10 on top, so that's 25 points of bludgeoning damage.
25 points. Okay. It's bludgeoning is double, so it'll be 50 points.
That's 50. All right, nice.
So with 50 points of damage, 2 of them out of the 3. How do you want to do this?
All right, so the one that didn't get taken out, it gets knocked by the force of the tail and gets rolled like a bowling ball for a split stack, hits a wall, but doesn't get shattered. The other 2, however, it's like, you get that home run hit, you hit him just right, and it just goes flying across the room, shattered into 100 bones, and you can just see them trying to re-put themselves back together, but they're getting mixed with each other, then they hit the wall and just shatter.
It's hilarious. And bones rain everywhere across the library. So, what else do you do besides that?
The mimic that is fighting, I'm going to use my cantrip and just cast Fire Bolt out of my nostrils from my draconic form.
All right, fire away.
If I hit, that's the next test. Well, there you are. All right, there we go. Let's see.
I love this castle, James. This house that you made.
16 plus 11, that's a 27 to hit.
I wonder if you could do a wood one. What did you say? 17 to hit?
No, it was 16 plus 11.
Oh, okay, yeah, definitely. A 27. Definitely a hit. How much damage is that?
We're about to find out here. Let's see what we got. 25 points of fire damage.
How do you want to do this?
So as she goes to bludgeon this book with her weapon, the mimic freaks out from the attack, and next thing you know, it turns around and sees a little small ball of fire just coming towards it. It's
see it die and explode in a horrific way. All right, is there anything you want to do for movement-wise, or are you just going to stand? Well, you destroyed that whole room that's connected, so now it's just there was a room there, but now it's just a giant hole that leads right to the library.
Yep. I'm looking to see if I have any bonus actions here.
What do you want to do, my friend?
Let's see. Nothing really that can do much of attacks, but I will prepare myself for a second level spell for my next turn to cast a spell on my next turn, basically. So a ready stance, I guess. for if anything comes near me.
All right, gonna hold your. All right, gonna hold like a reaction.
Yep.
Okay. All right, Reuben, is now your turn. As you're with a group of us, what are you gonna do?
Are there skeletons coming after us?
Right now, there is. Let me see.
Okay. So everything else is just about dead, right, in this whole area?
Here. There is. Mimic right here. This one's dead. Okay. There is one giant bear rug mimic you see crawling away, trying to not be noticed. With your passive perception of, I believe, a 22, right?
It's a 20.
Okay, 20. You definitely see it. Now, would you like to attack that or the other mimic that is on your left? It looks like a tower, but it's actually blinking at you.
I'm just gonna shoot the bear rug.
You run up and stab it with your sword, okay? You hit with a 23. How much damage? 10 points. Okay. That's definitely a hit. 24. How do you want to do this? Yeah, it's still laying flat. You want to explain it on the yeah. We lost somebody. What just said?
Yeah, it was the one who wasn't talking very much.
Oh, it was James. It popped him off accidentally. There he is. Here he is. Yeah, he's in the room with me. That's why he runs across and just as he slides, stabs his sword right across the neck and cuts it, and sticks his sword right through it. Yeah, they didn't hear you for that split second. It like just cut out. All right, that ends. Ends your turn, or you still get a bonus action. That was your 2 physical
That's
attacks.
my turn.
End your turn. Okay. All right, his turn is done. Now it's the monster's turn. Back to the wizards with Alex and Shinji.
Yo.
So, is there anything else that I can do for you? A deal, or you can go on your way. I need time with this book.
As you see a special magical mimic book floating that's black with a blue eye, where all the rest of the mimics have yellow eyes or red eyes. This one has a glowing blue eye with a
Interesting.
magical aura around it.
Can I cast Mage Hand before I leave? And leave the Mage Hand in the room? Hidden.
How much? Mage Hand has a distance, I believe, of about 120 feet altogether. So you can
Yep,
leave
I
it within
will
that
stay
distance.
outside the room.
All right. You want to leave back to the stairs where you have the fire?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cast Mage Hand, and then you can walk back that way. Alex, are you following him?
I'm not going back to the room with the books that want to eat me.
Hey, distract him. Oh, I want to steal the book.
Is there any other way to leave?
Technically, there is a hidden or a hatched doorway that leads to an exit as well. That's across the where the cauldron is, but there's being guarded by a couple mimics that are laying across it right now, and the arcane mage is sitting there looking over at the potions as he's casting a spell. As you see a small swirl making in the potion.
Oh,
Do you want to try to distract him for a minute and maybe do a deception check or a persuasion check to have enough time for him to do a sleight of hand with his mage hand to take this book?
go for it.
I was just gonna ask nicely.
What do you want to ask?
What, do you think that we could use your handy back trapdoor to leave, please?
As it looks over, going, my trapdoor, are you talking, or the actual trapdoor?
There's two.
There's the one under my cloak, and there's the one that's right here. As he smiles,
That's freaky.
I love to rip the flesh off before I turn you to bone. It's very eccentric.
as he smiles all psychotically. As much as you can
Jesus.
see from a skeletal face.
Okay. Wait, Alex, have you finished?
So that's a no.
He looks at you and smiles, goes,
What will you give me to leave?
I
you
can
want to
give
make a
him some more
bargain or deal with
sardines.
him, or are you going to try to distract him with some kind of conversation? And while this is happening, I want Shinji to roll a sleight of hand check with advantage,
Sure.
please, while he is being distracted by Alex. Alex, what is your Estrella doing for a distraction as you're asking this question?
Yikes, that's a 10.
I get
Plus 10
um
plus 13, yeah. Yikes.
Okay. 17 altogether. Okay, what did you I need you to do a for you, Alex, I need you to do a deception check for me to see if you can distract him.
I got a 12.
Ooh. So this is
do a
what
silly
happens.
little dance.
You needed at least an 18 or higher to succeed. He looks over as you're talking to him, as he points over first at the door, and you say these things, and he's like,
Why are you asking these questions that are so obvious?
as he looks over his shoulder and sees this. What color mage hand
Shit.
is this? What does it look like when you your mage hand?
Fish colored. So bluish gray.
So it looks like a floating bluish
Yeah.
gray watery looking hand
Yeah.
reaching and grabbing at the hand. Right as it reaches and grabs the hand, you hear
Intruders.
God, no.
as the mimic books go and attack Estrella. And for Taurus, I need you to do a Constitution save for me, please.
We both gotta do a con save.
He has to do a Constitution save for you. I need you to do a Dexterity save, please.
That will be a 5.
5. Oh no. Oh no. He only rolled an 8. You still lost with that. Alex, what did you roll for your Dexterity save?
A 7.
So you guys
I
almost
wanted
got
to
away.
ask nicely.
It's one of those almost got away moments where you're like right there. You thought you had it, and you done goofed right at that moment. You reach for the hand dispels. Poof. All of a sudden, Taurus, your eyes roll back in your head. And you go blind for a second. Now you're blind for a turn. You have to roll a wisdom save to see if you can break out of it later.
Okay.
For you, Alex, 2 out of the 4 mimics attack you. Does a 14 hit?
No.
You are so lucky. Both of them lunge and attack and miss. Okay, that ends their turn for those creatures. Back on your guys' side. That one creature attacking Leah, the mimic, does a 15 hit Leah.
15. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
A 15 hits you.
Yes.
You have the mimic that you hit with a mace bites at your ankle, giving you 7 points of bleeding damage. And that ends its turn. All right, that's the end of your guys. That's the end of it. It goes back to the top, guys. We got hyper typing right now. Yeah. Edward Knight, you are at the beginning. What are you doing as all that chaos happens? Sorry it took so long for you, Edward Knight.
It's all good. I'm in a completely different area.
Hey, all that
And
chaos
I mean-
going on. You're in a different room with like the elevator music on, like da 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 da.
Oh, shit.
I do need that
more
table
like
to make
the,
a deck save, though.
The old school the original Bewitched save. Da 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 da.
All right, roll attacks for me. Edward Knight, you have advantage right now.
No, I said I need the table to make a deck save.
Oh no. A 14.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. 5-foot radius bonfire just spontaneously erupts from underneath the center of the table, doing
Okay.
15 points of fire damage.
It's going to be double the damage. What do you do?
Then I'm going to use Control Flame and have the bonfire head towards the chair. So I need it to make a deck save.
Nat 20.
Oh, it's lucky. It's
It
lucky.
jumps back and screeches at you with its mouth open, snarling. What do you do? You only got one bonus action left. That's it.
Well, ugh. 8 plus 8, 16 to hit the chair.
You hit.
$28 points of fire damage.
Doubled, or is that normal?
That's before the doubling. That's
How do you want to do this? All I needed was 30 more points. Explain to me how you do this with Edward Knight.
So I see it jump back as it. I see it jump back as it snarls at me, and I'm just like, oh, you think you're slick? Shoom! I conjure a firebolt and just let's see you dodge this. Boom!
Melted right next to it. The table freaks out while it's on fire. That ends your turn.
And again, the bonfire is staying, by the way. So
Nice.
on its next turn, it's gonna need to make another deck save.
Oh no. Oh no no no. All right, so it is now Mayhem and Krom's turn. They look over. Yeah, so we're gonna go look for the book. As they go and they realize the door is locked on this cage. Mayhem, with a strength check of 5 plus 18, big boots this magical gate, bends it, but the magic bends it right back. My foot. Ow. Crom looks over. Oh, whatever. Cast the spell. She wins with a 10 plus 9. 19 to it. You see the magical aura disappear, and the door open up, and a fiery bliss right when the door opens up. What the hell? Mayhem falls back. Crom sitting there as a tiefling with a fire ring going, yeah, I'm fine. Fire doesn't bug me. I swear this is Abner, but Abner's behind me. So who the fuck else is causing fireballs? Do we have more than one firebug? And she looks over at Luna and goes, Luna's a firebug too. Oh no.
I just smile.
Gives this windy
Nothing else.
smile.
I just smile. I make direct eye
group just
contact.
became a fire group.
Right. And what'd you say, Leah?
No, as she's realizing that, I just smile at her. I make direct eye contact.
Oh god. Crom has this twitching eye moment of one of her eyes freaking out, going, oh god, what did I get myself into? I'm really screwed. Okay. That ends their turn. Lunal shakes her head. Now, all right, we're going to go back to proper turns because Grisma's a 14, and then Elstra is a 20, and Taurus is a 17. We're going to do Elstra and Taurus at the same time. You guys are in the same room. What are both of you doing? As now you're blind, I need Elstra. You can do attacks for defense for what you're doing. Taurus, I need you to do a wisdom save for me, please.
Wisdom,
You
okay.
can go blind still. You have to succeed a 16.
Oh, jeez.
These are level
That
20
will
guys you're
be
fighting.
13, unfortunate. Yeah.
Oh, it's us again?
You have
14
advantage,
actually.
by the way, to let you know.
Yeah, I still fail.
Oh, no. All right, never mind. You're still blind. You want to do anything while you're blind?
I'll frantically throw my arms around, I guess.
All right, you don't have this spell? Okay.
Yeah.
Alex, what are you doing? As your friend is frantically looking around blind. You got mimics around you. You got 3 or 4 of them right in front of you, and you have the arcane undead mage right behind you smiling. What are you going to do? What race is your character again?
Wood elf.
Wood elf. You're both elves. What are you 2 elves gonna do? I love elves. They scream so much when I skin them.
I scream.
You scream?
Green.
You scream, I scream. We all scream for copyright.
Hmm.
So, what do you 2 do? As we're after this, will be Grismont.
Finally.
Yep, and for you, Grismont, Lunal's holding an action. So right when it's your turn, Lunal's doing something to you.
Oh joy.
Where is she? What's your character's name again?
Which character?
Mine?
Did you?
You
Me?
are up the top stairs right now. You can't see anybody unless you're looking out the window.
Wait.
No, what's the name of your character, Shiji?
Oh, Taurus. By the way, can I cast Dragon Wings? Because I have it as a bonus action, and I'll try to fly down.
You're gonna hover and fly. Okay.
Yeah, I'll try to
Dragon
hover.
Wings. Blindly cast your spell, and
Also work.
explain to me what it looks like. And then Alex, what are you doing? So,
Well, I
Taurus,
was gonna use them.
sorry. Taurus, explain to me what your fire wings look like for you.
Without being able to see anything, as my arms are still swinging around, I suddenly remember I still have an ancestry related to a red dragon. And wings, I try to concentrate, and the wings erupt from my back. I try to
nice.
flap around and fly up.
Okay. We'll have you do a dexterity save to see if you fall or not because you're blind.
Okay.
Alex, what are you doing?
How far away is Taurus from me?
He is about
That's
15 to 20
16.
feet as he is heading down the stairs accidentally flying.
16 plus 3, wait, that's 19. Oh, wow.
19's good. You're successful. You do not crash, and you do not fly into the fire, and you do not fly into the mimics. You're just floating above right now.
Hell yeah.
All right,
I
Alex.
know.
You have a bunch of enemies surrounding you. What are you doing? You got any magical spells, fireballs, any insane things you want to do? You're surrounded. Or you just want to try to sneak through that or run to that hatch and just jump down it.
I use turn undead.
Oh, jeez.
Nice. What level? This
Give me a second.
necromancer next to you is pretty high leveled. Oh my god. All right. DJ Thunderbase, check the PMs, please.
Oh, what? Oh,
Uh,
oh. Wait, what?
I was asking DJ Thunderbase to check the personal messages.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I'm so
right, there we
sorry. I'm back.
Oh, okay, nice.
Okay, so what do you want to do, Alex?
I use turn undead.
All right, what level?
It's just a channel divinity.
All right, it's your ability because you're level 20. All right.
Yeah.
He looks at you and goes,
You're that kind of cleric? How dare you enter my domain?
as you see his skeletal form look like it's getting a little cracked. He's stepping back in pain. He's not dead, like destroyed yet, but he's hurting now, freaking out. What do you want to do? What kind of weapon are you using, and what do you want to do to it? Because if you're using a blunt weapon, it's double damage, which your staff is, your quarterstaff.
Huh? It says here that they just do a DC Wisdom saving throw.
Yes. He rolled a 9.
Well, that doesn't win. So, frightened and incapacitated. And tries to move as far away from you as it can.
All right, so he turns
That's
his
so sad.
back to you, which gives you a free opportunity of attack.
Wait,
So what do you want to do with that
me?
free attack?
Wait, I'm
No,
not
for,
blind anymore?
For Alex. Alex gets a free attack on
Okay,
him.
nice.
He turns his back and walks away from her. What do you want to do, Alex, with your with Elstra? Or Estra?
Get him.
I use.
Yo.
What do I use?
What do you want to use? You got physical attack, which does double damage, or do you want to use one of the other attacks?
Monday.
Your turn will be ending after this, and then I'm going to ask one more thing of Taurus, and then it's going to go to Grismot.
I'll just.
What are you doing? You got a free attack. What kind of attack are you doing?
Divine
You need
Strike.
to do it. All right, attack.
Nice.
Can I give her help on that?
You gonna what?
Can I help on that?
You are like 15, 20 feet away.
Yo, wait, sure. I'm on the ceiling right now.
You're blind right now. You got to roll another wisdom save.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So roll a wisdom save, and I'll let you know. This is rolling to die after all. I'll let you roll. How it works is roll 2d20 for me, and let me know those 2d20 are.
Okay, 1 sec. 17. Oh, yo. That's a 17 and an 8.
You're able to help. So she has advantage. Roll this attack for me, Alex.
I give her
Oh, that's so
6 damage of radiant.
That's sweet. And it's double damage because he's undead, so it's 12.
Slay.
Nice.
All right. That ends your guys' turn. Grismont. Right as you're getting ready, Luna walks up to you and goes, "Hey, big guy. Mayhem told me that you need to be a little faster sometimes." As she puts her hand on you and casts haste. You are now hyperactive. Technically, you have 3 turns right now, but you lose a turn after this. So, what are you doing as you now see everything go into slow motion as you're going all hyper?
No, everything starts turning red because red makes faster.
Oh yeah, there you go. Red makes everything faster. So your eyes start glowing red, and everything in your eyesight's red now. Like a someone put on the rose tinted sunglasses, which I actually own, which is funny.
Where am I? Am I still in the library with everyone, or am I getting
Yes,
flown through the air?
You are just out of the library, and now you're right where Mayhem is, and everybody else. We're trying to get into where Alex and Taurus is.
Which is where? Right in the
Where the
middle
magic
part
is.
there.
Yep, right in the middle part where there's upstairs. A bunch of fire just bursted out of that doorway that we just opened.
Is there a window above? Is there a window on the second floor?
There is, and it is pointing right at you guys. You can see a undead guy being attacked by a woman you've never seen before, and a guy flying in there with draconic wings.
I use my flying boots to go up, crash through that top window.
Roll a strength check with advantage for me as you try to smash through this window.
18 plus 4, 22.
Explain to me how you do this.
I click my heels like I click my heels like in the Wizard of Oz, and I go onward, and I jump into my boots fly me through the air, and I go, oh crike, oh zog, and I start flying, doing like a barrel roll, like a somersault through the air, and I end up crashing through the window.
You see a orc corkscrewing, spinning around, spiraling in the air. This 8 foot plus tall man smashing right through a window. Everybody freaking out. The undead sorcerer freaks. What's going on? Not just a cleric, but an orc. Now, Alex, for your character, Estella, you have never seen this guy before, except like you haven't heard of him or anything. You just see this green orc guy smash through the window. What is your reaction?
I unfortunately probably assume that I am about to be attacked.
Okay. You freak out. Grismont, what do you do as you fly through? You're flying in the air now. You see this green this cauldron is black with green goo swirling and glowing in it. You see an undead creature trying to run away. And you see a bunch of mimics trying to attack this woman. And you see a guy flying in the air blind. What do you do?
I chase after the guy who's running. I throw my hammer at the guy who's running.
The undead guy?
Yeah.
Roll an attack with advantage for me. It's this flaming hammer that you have. What's it called?
The tank hammer.
The tank hammer. All right, roll an attack with advantage. What do you hit?
19 plus 11, 30.
30. All right. You hit this guy right in the back. What do you do as you how much damage is this? It's double damage, by the way, with and plus the fire damage. There's bludgeoning damage because of the hammer, and then it's fire damage on top of that.
2 plus 5, 7.
So it turns to 14 blunt damage.
So it's 18.
Plus the fire damage of 18?
Yeah, that's the fire damage.
How do you want to do this?
As I'm flying through the air, I manage to stabilize myself, and I just literally just chuck my hammer at it like Thor. I whip it up and I just chuck it.
You see a flaming hammer smashing right into the skeletal creature. As he runs against the wall, as you see his ribs collide into the wall and his head roll down and right down to the steps in the fire. Estra, or Alex, you see this. What do you say now that you realize he killed an undead? You think he's a friendly now?
No, that was terrifying.
I love it. Beautiful. Okay, Grismont, is there anything you say after that happens out loud?
Take that, you undead git!
Good answer. You have one more thing you can do of a bonus action. What would that like? What would that be?
I go run over and pick up my hammer. Because it's not
All
my
right.
axe. They don't return to my hand.
Not until it has been enchanted.
Yeah.
Lunal can do that, but you have to ask her for the hammer too. You got one axe done. She can get the other axe.
So I got both of them
But
done.
yeah, sorry, you got both axes, yes, but you need to get the hammer done, but you got to ask again. But you have to wait because right now she doesn't have time. You guys are in the middle of a fight. What's the last thing you do is there's a bunch of mimics around to your left, surrounding this woman that is blue-skinned with black hair and silver streaks, and a bunch of book mimics around her.
Can I run up? Can I run up to them and start smashing books?
You can fly right down and hit them with your hammer, or do you want to pull out your axes and dual wield?
No, I want my hammers. It's
Hammer time?
yeah.
All right, go for it. Roll for an attack. You get 2 swings, and then that'll end your turn.
6 plus 11, 17.
All right, you hit. How much damage you doing? And Leah, you're on deck after this.
All
6 damage.
6 damage. You killed one of them. How do you want to do this for the one?
As I'm flying through the air, I come down with like doing the splits and then coming down with like a carnival style on one of those carnival strongman tests to hit the bell.
Like cartoon style, though, swinging down, legs split in the air as your hammer comes slamming down like a mallet.
Yeah.
All right, and
as
Alex,
it goes down, the book just splats like I was hitting a watermelon.
You see it explode and splat and catch on fire, and all the rest of the mimics freak out for a couple seconds. Alex, you see this now as this happens, as this orc is just murdering these things like they're nothing, like it's fun, with a big smile on his face. What's the last thing you do, Grismont, before you end your turn?
I go, all right, that's for buying me, you stupid books.
And all the books look at each other and look back, and their teeth sharpen, and they try to lunge at you. But we'll end that for that, and we'll go to the next person. Leah, it is now your turn with Luna. What are you doing with your fireball happiness? All right, do it, homie.
But I'm going to mute myself so you don't have to listen to me.
Yeah, we're not having a Kevin.
Okay, well.
You are here now. Oops, I made a call.
I'm going to cast Fireball.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, there is a mimic right there. It's big and scary. And there's a bunch of mimics in this room right here. You want to cast Fireball in this room?
Yes, I'm going to do that at level 5.
All right, I got to roll for that. As things are now moving into place for you guys, and now you guys are going to have some problems. Leiden's here. Leiden, you're going to have fun in a minute. I mean, what? All right, I got to roll. Let's see. Oh, no. Oh, no. A 5.
Yes,
What are
you definitely lose.
All these mimics in this room are going to have a bad day, as there's a firewall on one side, making it so they can't go upstairs. and there's fire everywhere else, and the magical door opened up, and they can't leave, and right as they see an exit to go to, they see a fireball leading in. Explain to me how this happens, Luna, when you ignite and kill over 25 mimic books all at once.
So, just as they think they're gonna be safe. No, 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 no. Fireball just gonna hit them in the face. Boom.
Look,
No
an
time for
exit!
thoughts.
Exit! Exit! The door's no yay! Wait, what's
Yes,
this? Sun's
yes.
coming in! Crispy!
That is.
They
Do I
all
need
get
to roll
disintegrated.
damage for this?
No, they were all under 10 health apiece. You were gonna get it no matter what with that. Like, they all were cooking in that room every turn, and I was rolling for them, and it was getting worse every turn. You just ignited and have the highest kill count right now in the whole room. So, anything else you do? You have a bonus action left, Leah. Is that anything you want to do with that? As you just heard a bunch of screeching, and then no more screeching. It just went silent in that room. As
Is
Chrome
the
is looking at
large
you with a freaked out look.
and I tell him yes, and they're dead.
Yes, I know the ends justify the means, but what the hell? Oh my god, did I just hire a bunch of firework people that just want to go boom?
Yes, we're firefighters.
Yes.
I'm going to
That's
cry
not
now.
funny.
Even if I'm fireproof. This is not fair.
It's
She's gonna be
okay.
wanted everywhere.
So the larger book mimic, is that still alive and behind me, or is that one gone?
It is behind you after it let go of your leg, and it is about to. What do you want to do?
Hmm. It's about to scorching ray
Ooh, nice.
at 5th level.
Nice. Abner, you're on deck after this. All right, so do I have to roll or do you?
We go.
What is this, an attack or is it a save?
It is like it's an attack. So
All right, roll an attack for me.
I roll to see if I will hit.
Let me know on rolling to die.
Ooh,
Everybody remember to like, share, and subscribe.
We have
Comment.
that's another 22. Does that hit?
Ooh, nice. That definitely hits. How much damage?
So that's 2d6, but because it's at 5th level, there will be 2 more additional beams.
Ooh. Roll that
This
damage
was
for me.
overkill.
Oh shit.
Remember, kids, always go for overkill in D&D.
That is not a joke. Always go for overkill in D&D. Make sure it's dead. Double tap that shit. Because when you're facing me, you definitely might need to.
So for Ray 1, that's 8 damage. Ray
James, did you
2,
see that? He opened the door and
4
fell.
damage. And then the third ray is 8
How do you want to do this?
It explodes.
Awesome. You just see the book explode and splatter everywhere with purple and red ooze. Yo. So, that ends your turn. Anything else before you end your turn? Anything you want to say? As Chrome is standing next to you with their jaw dropped.
You're welcome.
You know, you're right. You are correct. You're welcome. Yes, I am welcome. Yes. Ah, she is very good at her job. I will pay you double the gold. I swear.
Awesome.
All right, now, Avner, it is your
Yep.
turn. Right as it's your turn, and you walk out of that full hole of that room, you feel a vibration of shaking. Of, and right as you come out like this mighty dragon, like, yeah, I'm tough. This big skeletal big guy slams right into you. When I rolled for him, he rolled a nat 20.
Oh, all right.
And shoulder checks right into you and knocks you down on the ground. Like right against the wall and everything. Like a kaiju fight.
Okay.
You see him wield this big axe and he swings it back at him. But he doesn't get a chance to actually swing it at you. He just winds it up. It's your turn though. You did take 24 bludgeoning damage from smashing against the wall.
All right, let me get that damage dealt there. 24.
Yep.
Got
And
it.
that was after it's been doubled.
Henry, does Owen mysteriously look like Ultraman?
It's more the opposite in essence. He's the dragon. This is the skeletal giant man with a giant axe, smashing into the dragon, going, "I've fought dragons before. Here is my dragon-slaying axe." As he swings it back and it glows, and you see skeletal bones of a dragon bone built into it.
All right. Folks, I'm not apologizing for this. I'm going to use
mushroom.
my Ancient Red Dragon's ability and use my Fire Breath attack on this badass.
Cool dragon breath, right? Point blank.
Yep. It's a 90-foot cone range. And
I rolled a 12. I failed.
Yeah, you definitely failed. It's 91.
Tell me the damage, my friend. This giant undead creature.
Not D20. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. Rolling out the damage to this bad boy. That's a lot of one. 82 points of fire damage.
All right, right before it gets to Reuven, it's going to go back to Grismont for a second because he's still quickened.
Gotcha.
And then Reuven, you're going to get your turn again. And then after Reuven, no, sorry, I'm just going to do after Reuven. So, Chris, you get 2 more turns right after James because you're still technically quickened and you only did one thing. All right, Leiden, what else are you doing?
And I'm going to go for a bite attack on his arm that's holding the axe.
All right, trying to stop the axe.
Yep, prevent it from doing any more damage to me.
Roll a grapple strike or a bite attack.
All right, it's okay. Plus 17 to the roll. 1 sec. Oh, math is not my strong suit today. 19, 20, 21. 29 to hit.
That hits.
All right.
That was
I got to roll damage for that. That's right. Remember that. 10 plus 10. Oh, that's the wrong
no
number.
joke, James. I love this.
Oh, wow! Didn't know that. Okay, so it's 2d10 plus 10 piercing damage plus.
Sure, I throw you money for someone.
Did not know that. Gotta do some math today, folks. Remember, folks, math. It's mental abuse to humans. Have respect.
All right, you hurt him, but he's not dead. You catch the axe with your teeth on where his hand is. So you bite at his skeletal hand and where the holding the axe. So it's like stuck now. And you crunch down, doing all this damage. It's double damage, by the way, because you are doing a bite attack, which is not only a bleeding attack, but a pressure attack, like a crunch.
Okay, so that's 9 plus 10, so that's 19. And then you said double that?
Yes.
Okay, and then the
28.
28, and then there's fire damage
No,
on
sorry,
top.
I'm wrong.
I didn't see that happening, but it's on here.
48.
4d6. One sec. 4d6. Rolling out to be 11 points of fire damage.
He's hurt, but he's not dead. Anything else you're doing for you on your turn?
That's pretty much all I can do for my turn. So breath attack.
All right.
And then
Reuven, it is now your turn. Grismont, you're on deck after this. What are you doing, Reuven?
What's left to kill?
You see this giant guy smashing into a dragon right next to you. And as you see this giant dragon smashing into it, you also see one last skeletal, or sorry, two skeletal figures, a small gnome-looking one, and then a skeletal full tall one with a scythe.
I'm gonna cast arrows on the big guy.
All right, do I have to roll a save?
Hit me a dex save.
2. What does this do? Is this what you took out DJ Thunderbase with many years ago? Oh no. Thunderbase, you're having flashbacks.
That's 40 points of damage. As arrows just start raining down.
Now it's double damage because it's more blunt when it hits him. Right above, because he's being held in place by this dragon. That's 80 points. He's close to dead now, but he's not dead yet. But he's close. He gets hurt right now, and Leiden messed him up real bad.
Sorry about that. Had to step away for a moment.
You're good, homie.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, that ends your turn. All right, Grismont, what are your last 2 turns before it goes to a skip?
Am I still surrounded by mimics?
Yes, you have 3 more around you, and then you start
I go
seeing a
full-
wave of them growing and growing.
I go
and you
full
see like a
Super
ocean of
Smash
them almost
Brothers I start hearing the Super Smash Brothers hammer song and go da 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 da, and just go at the town with my hammer.
All right, that means you're gonna get 4. Well, technically, you're gonna get 2 attacks per, and you get plus your bonus action, so that's 6. So you get 8 attacks. So roll 8 attacks for me. You're just going hyper mode, just swinging away like hyper mode. Yeah, Smash Bros style with the hammer.
One's 24.
You got the hammer, James. Run.
One's 28.
Grismont got the hammer from Smash Bros. He just did it for a minute because he's in a
One's 27. That's 3. One's 16.
That's a hit. Everything that's past a 14 is a success.
One's a 17. One's a 19. 17, 28. So that's... I lost count.
You have 1 more.
The last one's 16.
All right. If all their damage succeeds over 10, they're all. How do you want to do this? So roll that damage. Roll it for 1 big attack, and each one of those is going to succeed that attack.
Okay. One's a 13.
And
so we'll say 13 for all. Unless you
yep,
want me to
plus
roll
fire
it.
damage. And plus, you got your
What?
fire damage. You got to roll fire damage on top of that.
Plus 5. So it's 13
Okay,
plus
so
5. 17 each.
all right. So Alex and Shinji, you get your eyesight back. Right as you two
Oh,
see
yeah.
this, you see this green blur fly around, explode the skeleton guy, swing over and smash a mimic, and then his
I
eyes
continue
glow
swinging.
red more. Yes, right. And he smiles a big grin, and you see his hammer glow with fire and rage, and you just see him move super fast and just go and just a wave of mimics go at him, and he just smashes them all and kills them all. And you just see it, just a wave of fire and blood all over the
Oh
place. These
god.
books just get smashed and explode with every hit.
Literally was just on the ceiling, and like as soon as I would like open my eyes, it's like everything's like chaotic. Oh god.
Yes,
I
yes,
think
that's
I
exactly
will
what happened.
probably try to fly out the room, I guess.
You fly out the
Just
window. I
screaming and
can't.
freaking out. There's
Fly out the
a big
window.
giant opening in the window right now. It's been smashed because of the Grismot.
I fly out the window.
All right, you fly out the window. As Grismot, you do this. The last thing you can do, Grismot, is a bonus action. What would that be? As the room is empty of the enemies,
Is Alex in
and you
shock?
see a giant fire raising up all around you, all the way up the stairs now. But you see that book, that magical special book across the room that you need. Do you want to grab that, and that'll be the last thing you'll be able to do because you can use your speed.
Yeah, I'll go grab that book.
All right. I need you to roll a wisdom save to make sure it does not try to control you. You have advantage because you're fast right now, so it does not know you're grabbing it. What'd you roll?
18.
18? You said 18, right?
Yes.
Okay, 18. All right, with an 18, you succeed. As the book tries to possess you and fails, you grab the book, and it looks at you and blinks, and then it looks sad, realizing it can't do nothing to you. What do? Do you want to put it in your pocket as one of the books that you guys need?
No, I take the book, look at it, and Dan in the eye, and I poke the eye.
All right, so you poke the mimic eye, and it squints and closes its eye, and you see the latch lock over and locks.
Ha! That's what you get, you stupid book.
Now do you put it away in your pocket?
Now I put it away in my pocket.
Okay, you guys have 3 of them now. You still need 2 more. Or it's going to be really hard to defeat the mimic god dragon.
How's that gonna look? It's just a big old dragon full of made out of chests and books and random junk.
Oh, you'll see. Do you guys all want to see what it looks like as a flash image?
Sure.
All of you get this weird psychic image in your eyes and the back of your head, like a glimpse, like the screeching of ah, and then you just see this creature talking to you, going,
Remember, when you're done with them, you have to deal with me.
I look at
I'm going
it.
to show you what the guy looks like. Go ahead.
Grizzly yells out, "Get out of me noggin, you stupid git! You zogging git!"
This
Oh,
is the mimic god dragon. Sideways, right? Does that work for you guys?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, it wasn't too far off. It is kind of
Yeah.
it kind of looks like it's made out of somewhat random junk.
Eyes, mouths. It's kind of like a body of a dragon to a certain extent, with a creepy head and summoning a thing in his hands, with a magical book in his hand, and tentacles everywhere, with mouths everywhere. And it's colossal size. So you guys have to deal with that. As you see that in the image as it laughs. What do you guys say or do when all of you see this and witness this in the back of your minds? We'll go with James first. What do you want to do? What do you want to say?
Well, shit.
All right, next on the list, go with Grismont. Oh, my bad. Bad timing. I'll go with Alex. We'll give Grismont a minute. You see this creature in the back of your mind flipping and making this horrible noise that's talking to you. What do you say?
Alex cannot speak right now, so I'll speak for her. She says,
Okay.
what the fuck?
All right, and Shiji, for you too. What do you say when you see this
I look at that guy
creature?
and I go, ugh. And he goes, fish? Oh yeah, fish enough. And yeah, he's mildly interested.
And this creature that you've seen? Did you get to actually see it?
Yeah.
All right, creepy, huh? I got something worse than that. I'll show it to you guys one day. It's a giant baby creature monster of death. Makes you want to cry. I'm not going to use it right now until I paint it. It's going to be terrifying. Back to it. So, Reuven, you ended your turn. Grismont, you ended your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Retired now. Oh, Leiden, what do you say when you see this creature as Avner in the back of your head?
I think you have no idea who you're dealing with.
The mimic god responds back to you, Avner.
Is poor boy missing mama? I defeated your mother once, and I can defeat her bastard son.
Is
All
this in
three of
everybody's head?
them. There's one you don't even know about.
What do you say, Grismont?
Is this in all of our heads?
Yes.
Yes, you all hear this argument.
I yell back to him, "Get out of me noggin, you stalking git!"
I really wish I couldn't put conference call on.
What do you say, Leiden, as Avner?
I'm trying to take a nap here.
For your transgressions, you will burn.
Yeah, been there, done that. Go away.
Wow.
The mimic creature just silent at first, then chuckles, and then goes,
If only fire worked on me, like the others. My babies may be weak to fire, but I embrace it like you do. But mine is a bit more necrotic.
as it's all you hear from him.
All right.
All right, so after that, now it's time for the monsters.
Oh, snap.
You killed all these guys except for these two skeletals and the big guy. And one other thing. A big bookshelf-sized mimic. You guys want to see what it looks like?
Yeah.
Painted it myself.
Nice.
Check that out.
Ooh.
Has skulls in his mouth and everything. So it's like a scorpion, like a giant scorpion mimic. And it lands right in front of all of you guys. And there's another skeleton with a pickaxe, runs up behind Leah, and another one with a wizard's staff that runs up next to Mayhem. You guys in here are clear and safe. As he's flying, he said, we're going to move this up here. And now you're flying. I fly now?
Cool.
They fly now.
They fly now. All right. None of them get the chance to attack except for the giant scorpion creature. But the one little skeleton guy, you see him slam his staff, and the two skeletons you guys killed, that Avner killed, raised back from the dead.
Ah, shit, I forgot that you knew that.
Skibaloo.
Anybody know where that's from?
Not a clue.
Nope.
Only if you played Conker's Bad Fur Day will you know where that came from.
That's why we haven't played that one.
Love that game. All right, back to it. It's now back to the top. Edward Knight, it is your turn.
Okay.
Lunal looks. Lunal sends you a message. Hey, do you need some help? You want a little bit of
At this moment, you might not want to step into this room. I'm about to do something that might cook everyone.
Do it.
no balls. You'll do
Lucky
it.
I'm flying.
Everything in the room, make a deck save.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no.
A 12, a
How high
14,
is
a
this?
10, and a 7.
Everyone fails.
Oh
This
no! Oh
is
no!
a 4th level fireball.
Everybody's casting fireballs. Ruben, do you know how to do fireballs well?
Sadly, I
27
don't,
points of
but
fire
I can
damage.
do it.
Hey, DJ
Bruno might
Thunderface, you
teach
gotta
you.
give me like salsa music. Every time someone casts a set fireball, you start hearing the salsa music.
Now he might actually look through his playlist just because you said that. So while that's happening, Edward Knight, what do you do? It is your turn.
That was the first thing, and that did 27 points of fire damage.
The 2 mimics. How do you want to do
And that was
this?
before doubling if any got doubled.
The mimics, definitely. The skeletons get surprised as hell. The ones that were drinking alcohol, you see just explode in fire, so they take double damage too. They weren't drinking the normal stuff.
Okay.
They were drinking that special drunken dragon brawler stuff for all we know.
What
Actually, they
else
were.
is in the room with me?
Oh. Oh no.
What else is in the room with me?
Just those 3 skeletons left. All the mimics are dead.
Are they all standing right next to each other?
No, they're all 15 feet apart.
Dang it. Oh.
They're within your span of 35
I
feet.
wanted to bunch them together into a one attack.
2 of them are 10 feet from each other. The other one is 15 feet apart.
Okay, I want to do Maximilian's Earthen Grasp on the 2 that are closest to each other.
All right. How does that work? Explain it to me.
They have to do a strength check.
Oh no. 8 and a 14.
Oh.
Both fails. Doing 11 points of bludgeoning damage. And then for the bonus act, again...
Bludgeoning is double, by the way. So that is 22 points. So for one of them, how do you want to do this?
Crunch.
The other one is stuck halfway. What do you want? What are you doing with it?
So basically, the hand's just grabbing around them and squeezing. So
All right. Roll 2d20 for me to see if the other one is going to be crushed the same way. This is a rolling to die effort.
A 16 and a 4.
1 succession, 1 fail, but the 16's high enough to keep the succession. All right. Explain to me how they both die. How do you want to do this for both these guys?
So, out of nowhere, the floor just all of a sudden starts rising up in almost a arm-like fashion as at the very end of the mound, a massive hand just appears and just covers them both, grabbing them and just lifts them up above, like I'd say probably about 10 feet in the air. And
Oh, yeah, so they just go...
Yup.
The wood floor breaks under them as these 2 giant, like, ground-looking hands grab them both up and grab the bones and squish and crush them and shatter them in pieces.
Oh, yes.
They don't even have a chance to make a noise. Is the what?
The table's still alive.
No, you after that
Okay.
fire blast or that last thing you just did before that, it died. It cooked.
Okay.
It only had
So did
10
I just
points left.
clear the room then?
You have one guy left at the very corner, right near the bar, and
So
Pando's
for my
sitting there in
bonus
shock,
action, have
watching
him
you
make
kill
a
everybody.
dex save.
3.
He takes 17 points of acid damage.
How do you want to do this?
So I notice where he's at,
Oh,
and
we lost
I
him.
just I form a little ball of acid
Good night,
right
Leah.
above his head, as I'm just like, yeah, bye bye, as the acid just drops on him,
All right.
melting.
You cleared the whole room, and you have Pando clapping as he has a new backpack that is the Lich Lord with a stick through it, and in a horrible fashion like a dungeon soup. And he's sitting there checking a list as you're killing all these things. And you hear, you almost got a bingo. You did real good. As you see him teleport and leave for a little bit. I'll be back. I'm going to put some things in my treasure trove. Bloop, and blinks. As you hear, last thing you hear is the Lich Lord going, "Don't let her leave with me." All right. Your turn is done. Mayhem and Chrome and Lunal. They look over and go, "So, we need one book." As Lunal uses her magic to look around and sees the other one in the bar and sees fire everywhere and goes, "This whole building's going to burn real soon. We better get that last book." You see them head towards the bar. There's extra side rooms. There's one book left. It's on the path to come back through where Leiden originally smashed through. They're halfway there, but they can't make it. They end their turn. It is now Alex, it's your turn, and then Shinji, you're next. Alex, what are you doing?
Alex, can you talk, by the way, at the moment?
Okay,
I know
Alex
she's
can't talk, by
talking.
the way. All right, so
Um,
what do you want her to do? As she's in a room that's empty, but the whole place is catching on fire.
she's asking what's the question again? Like, what's the situation? She's typing in chat. Oh wait, okay.
What was it? Sorry,
Okay,
no,
Alex, what do you want to do?
There's the little exit, or she can jump out the window.
Yeah.
Everything
She
else
says
behind her is on fire.
she's looking for the exit.
All right, there's the hatchet under her feet, or there's the window that you flew out of. You can help catch her if you want, if she jumps out the window, or you can she'll just slide out through the exit, which may or may not be a mimic.
Go for the exit.
It may not be a mimic. You may not know.
Alex, what do you think? Alex, what do you think? Yeah, I can catch you. Yeah, sure. Low key though, I can probably try to kill that mimic. I can poke the mimic first.
You're gonna
She
try to
touches
attack.
the chest and uses guidance. Okay, so she casts guidance on herself.
You cast guidance herself, and then she's gonna touch
Run out the window.
the
No, she's gonna run out
door
the window.
hat. Oh, she's gonna jump out the window.
Yeah, she is. I'll catch her.
Roll a acrobatics for athletics for jumping out the window, and then right after you do that, roll a dexterity save because Good thing you didn't go for that hatch because it opens up in a mouth and a giant tongue reaches right for her feet as she's
Damn.
running and jumping.
Wise.
So roll. So let me know what that acrobatics and athletics check is for the jump, and then tell me what that dexterity save is from her, please and thank
Okay,
you.
Alex. What's the... Oh, 19 with guidance.
She has guidance on top of that.
Yeah, that's with guidance.
The 19 is the succession for the jump, but what's the dexterity save?
Yeah, what's it? 16 for the dex. Okay.
All right, nice.
You just barely miss. As she jumps and the tongue just misses her feet.
Lucky.
As you hear it screech as the flames finally reach the mimic. As that whole room is engulfed in flames now. The only thing that's standing is the magical books that are immune to fire. So when this is all done, there'll be ash and a bunch of random magic books sitting there. So you jump out the window, 1980 style, explosion behind you, fire and everything, and you reach your hand out, and he just barely catches you.
Let's go.
Whoa! And he catches and holds you. I need you, Shiji, to
Yes.
do a strength check for me to see if you can hold her while so you don't accidentally let go.
I never let go, Jack. You lie.
Okay, let's see. That's a... Is there an advantage on this? Yeah.
Yes. And she is flying right
Okay,
at you.
that's a 16 minus 1, that's 15.
Wow, I get a minus. That's horrible. But you just barely
I am a
have
sorcerer.
her holding it. Yes. That's fine. You just barely hang on. Your fingers slip at first and you just barely catch. As a 14 was a succession.
Wow, that's close.
All right. So now it is your turn, Tross. As she has she can't really do anything but hang there off you. You gonna land down or do you want to let her go down slowly?
Probably just drop her.
Oh damn. It's gonna be a 15
Too heavy.
foot, 20-foot drop. So
Wait, can I drop her like fly down a little bit and then drop her? Not like drop
you
her
can
from all the way
lower
up there.
All right, you gonna lower her or drop her?
Yeah, lower a little bit before dropping, because yeah, straight
All
up
right,
dropping is
5-foot
not
drop
level.
is fine. All right, 5 foot she can land and won't take any damage. So she lands to
Cool.
her feet, fine and safe then. All right, that'll end her turn as you guys watch fire. But now it's your turn, Shishi. What are you doing besides that? That'll take your movement.
Okay, cool. Is there anything left in the room that's hostile?
Anything you heard it screeching and burning, and that'll be it.
Okay,
You
then
hear
there's nothing
Leah's
else.
character Luna laughing, like going ha 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 as it's burning, and you see Crom going, "Oh my gods! I swear I am in a room full of pyromaniacs."
Are they still in there?
There's no one else in there. Everything is gone. Grismots flew
Okay,
out.
no,
Everybody
that's
else is
great.
out of there.
Cool. Can I cast Gust to put out the room?
You want to move the wind and blow the fire?
Yeah, I can just blow the flame out.
It's not going to blow it out, though. I'll let you know.
Okay, never
There's
mind
too
then.
much, and it's
Fair
magical
enough.
most.
Yeah.
And part that's draconic. There is a mix of fire everywhere right now. This whole building is on fire.
Oh no, this food
Like
is cooked.
you
Okay.
look at the ceiling is now like starting to engulf.
Oh right. Okay.
What's the last thing you do before you end your turn? As you see giant monster and a mimic standing behind you. It's like a scorpion.
I rethink my life decisions, how I ended up in this point, but yeah, I end my turn.
I'm just gonna have life decisions right now. You're just like, why do we meet this random girl and say, hey,
I
adventurer,
was
we want to go on an
literally just
adventure
eating my
too.
fucking sardines.
And I was having some sardines, and then there's a portal, and woo! You just went right to a nightmare, like hardcore level nightmare.
Yeah.
It's like James when he starts video games. I'm going to put it on the hardest difficulty and survive. At least you know you'll be an expert right after this level.
Probably.
All right. What do? There's a giant mimic scorpion right behind you. and a skeletal creature ahead of you by 15 feet.
Who's turn?
What do you do, Shishi?
Oh, me? Can I
Yep, you have
double
one
cast
action.
Fireball on that Scorpion? I have Twin Spell.
Do it. Do it.
Okay, I'll
Do
double cast level 7 Fireball on this guy.
Oh god, this is gonna be fun. I want everybody in the room to roll a dexterity save, please. You are just right out of the rim, actually. Reuven, you just miss it. Everybody else, the only person that's getting a happy
so sorry.
joy out of this is Oliden. Oliden, you gain whatever
Yeah.
health damage this is. So Oliden heals from this, but everybody else, roll damage, please, for me, Shishi, or Tross. Toss.
Okay.
Toss.
1 second. Fireball. That will be first one will hit a 46, and the second one, let's see.
Oh my god, this is so
Second
fun.
one hits a 45.
And mimics are doubled. So that's a how do you want to do this for the scorpion. And then for the skeleton as well. And the, oh my god, you just...
That will be 136 points of damage, if I did my math right.
To all the creatures that are enemies right now, even the big giant guy that was fighting the dragon.
I cast Nuclear Explosion.
You're like, everybody's doing fireballs. You're like, oh,
Everybody's
you know what? Double! What? Double what? These balls!
Yes, sir. And a tear goes down my face because I remember my sardines are still in there.
Oh,
and they cook. They smell good for a couple seconds in that room, though, of cooked sardines. But everything, the enemies all cook. I want you to explain to me how do you want to do this for all the enemies that just explode. There's 4 skeletal creatures, no, 5, because of the big guy, and then 2 mimic, and they just all disintegrate. Explain to me how it looks.
Instantly, fire erupts from my hands, and instantly the skeletons suddenly turn black, and they just poof.
You pull a Vegeta when you're seeing everybody fighting. You're like, that's it, killing you all.
Yep, I had enough.
All right, and for everybody else, you take half damage to that. So everybody else takes 75 damage. Unless you have fire resistance, then it'll be half from that. Avner.
Yeah?
You gain full health back plus a temporary hit points of 100. As you're fully powered as your dragon, thanks to this guy. Your eyes are glowing brighter than they've ever glowed. All right, Grismont, it is your turn. What are you doing? As all that fire erupted behind you, as you're out of the room now, just floating with your wings.
Well, it's more like my jet boots.
Kinda.
Is the scorpion mix still alive?
Not anymore. The new guy just nuked everything, not just once, but twice.
Yes, sir.
That's how you do it!
He just did some dark shit right there.
Who's still around? I'll do a perception check.
Roll a perception check for me.
$13. 8 plus 5.
You notice the room is empty of enemies. All enemies now in this whole area have been either cooked, burnt, or cindered, or turned to ash, thanks to you guys, in some kind of crazy burning abrupt way. Kit's character right now, Kit is freaking out, and so is Chrome, saying Spitfire over and over again, just freaking out. Spitfire times 100! Oh my god!
Am I still in the house? I'll exit out through the window.
You are flying right out the window, just kind of like hovering right now as the whole place is on fire. Everything is on fire above you and under you. and you're just kind of standing there above all this fire as you got hit with a shockwave.
I'm going to fly towards Luna to give her the book.
Okay. What are you going to do with the book? You're going to throw it in the fire? I'll give it to Luna. All right, you give it to Lunal. Lunal grabs it and has all 3 books now going. We need one more in this area. I see it. As she's running now back to the bar area where the last one is, where she sees their magical spell. What do you do, Grismont? Do you want to follow?
Yeah, I'll follow her.
All right.
Someone needs to protect her.
Avner's just laughing maniacally this whole time as there's more flames just showing up all over the place. It's like a wet dream for him.
I can just see you pulling a Emperor Nero just dancing around like.
This way. We head here. There's only there's some enemies in this area.
Like giggling,
Moving,
like you're
here,
giggling like
you're
her.
following.
Reminds
This
me of
way.
that Dungeon Siege when you had to go into the Goblin's fortress to get Merrick's staff, and that Goblin boss was just an asshole.
No. What you do is you're going to a cave. You cast a bunch of fireball spells in there, then seal the entrance.
Well, right now, that's kind of what just happened. Everything just cooked. You have emptied all this area, but there are enemies in this general area. Right as we run in and see Lunal here go, I found it. You hear monsters making noises. 2 mimics appear. One is a barrel, and one that looked like it was part of a ceiling of the beam that fell down because of the fire. They're both half dead from the fire, but they're still alive to fight. Grismont, you have 1 action left. What are you going to do?
Can I do intimidation?
You can do an intimidation check. You have advantage as well. Especially with your fire axes and hammer.
I got 13. 8 plus 5.
Okay. 13 doesn't work, though. As you go with your flaming hammer, and they just look at you and lunge at you instead.
Then I smash him down to the ground.
Does a dirty 20 hit? What's your armor class?
18.
It does hit you. You see this giant black elongated creature slither around like a snake around your body with 2 mouths and tries to bite at your face, taking 10 damage when it bites you. And it tries to squeeze and restrain you. I need you to do a strength check for me to see if you can get out of this as it squeezes you. You have advantage as you are a mighty orc. You believe you're the strongest.
14 plus 4, 18.
He rolled a 3 plus 10, a 13. You succeed. Explain to me how you struggle out of this giant snake-looking creature wrapping around trying to eat you.
I gotta get up. Gee, I gotta demonstrate. Gee, Harry, make me get up and shit. Okay, I just literally just push it aside with my arms. I grab use both my hands, grab both of its heads, and then rip it in half.
All right, roll a strength check for me with advantage, please, to see if you're strong enough to do this. As you're trying to rip this both the mouth apart.
That's 16 plus 4, dirty 20.
Okay, dirty 20. Okay. How do you want to do this as you do this? It only had 10 hit points left.
I just literally just grab it after I push it got out of its grip. I grab it by both its head. You said it had 2 heads, right?
2 mouths. Like a mouth and then another mouth under it. Like think of Slife of the Sky Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! Like for mouth-wise. 2 mouse.
Okay, then I'll put one hand in the lower half and the lower mouth, and one in the upper mouth, and just rip it open.
You see it split, as you do see the esophagus do lead to the same stomach, as you're like, ha! 2 mouths, same stomach.
Now, Henry, you gotta say it right. Ah, 2 mouths, 1 stomach.
You're way better at it. That's why you're the leader of the orcs.
And
All
you
right.
just hear, as you hear gurgling as it's being ripped apart. It's like, you should have ran away when you had the chance, you stupid git. You zogging git.
As it's ripped apart and bleeding, the other one, finally, the intimidation finally works, as it kind of squirrels away, scared. It's still within range to fight, though. But your turn is now done for you. For Grismont, it is now Luna's turn. Lena, she's going to move closer, and that's all she can do. That's going to end her turn. It is now Jordan, and then James, you're on deck. Avner, what are you doing as a mighty dragon as you hear a voice in your head again from the mimic god dragon?
So you think you can defeat me, little Sindracell? You know what I did to your eldest brother? Why do you think there's only 2 of you left?
Oh, I thought you meant Nervamax. But that's okay. I never liked him anyways.
I fought him, and he hasn't died yet. But your older brother besides him, he died a horrible death. Just for me. And you will be next. I love the taste of red dragons.
That's the last thing he says to you. What do you say?
Protect him.
Yes.
Okay. Let me get to skills, Arcana check. Where are you? Oh, it's a +7. Nice. Oh, well, that's okay. I rolled a nat 1 +7, 8. I have no idea where he's talking from. I just hear him.
Oh dear. DJ Thunderbase, if you can read the personal messages, please, and check those the PM. All right, so thank you. Slyden, what was that last thing you were doing?
I did the Arcana check. I rolled a nat 1 +7,
Thank you.
8. I have no idea where he's talking from. I was trying to see if I can locate him through magic to see, like, where is he coming from? Where is he talking at?
You're looking
no-
for mimics, because you see mimics lighting up in areas, but you're not sure what or where. You're so confused. You see some giant ones in your imagery, but you're not sure how far and what. That's all you know. You still have a action left. What would that be? Because that was your bonus action.
I did roll to see if I got my Dragon Breath attack recharged, and I rolled a 5, so I do have my breath attack. But I'm gonna hold that as my action. So if anything comes near me, I'm just gonna barbecue it.
Yo, your turn. Oh, you can't get. Oh, all right. So that'll end your turn. All right, now, Reuven, it is now your turn.
The big guy's still alive, right?
No, all of them have been cooked to a crisp. The only enemies that are left is only one mimic barrel, and that's it. And it's like 35 feet away from you, maybe 40.
I'm shooting fish in a barrel. I'm going to go pew pew with my longbow.
All right, fire away. 2 shots.
Can I check my hammer at it?
Nat 20. All right. You gotta wait for your reaction to be after. Oh, what's that second shot?
20 feet.
Definitely both hits.
Well, 17.
How do you want to do this?
First
Yeah.
arrow goes through. Second arrow hits the same spot first.
First arrow goes right through, and the second arrow right through the first arrow, like a Robin Hood, and just splits this thing right in the eye, and it just drops dead. It twitches a little bit. Grisma, do you want to hit it when it twitches?
Yes.
All right, swing that attack.
$19, 8 plus 11.
All right, explain to me how you execute this thing completely after he kills it.
I go full.
It's technically was 2 minutes.
I go full carnival, ringing the bell style. Oh, we lost
There you
Luna.
Yeah,
Literally
Luna left. She went to bed.
two
Moving down
hands, and this goes blam right on top, crushing it
the
like a
one
watermelon.
the one mimic that was inside the other mimic got killed by James, and the other one that was the mimic barrel got squished by Chris. As you see blood and guts everywhere, and Lunal clapping. Oh, that was very good. And Crom, horrified, going, "You guys are all crazy." Okay, you found the last book. Lunal grabs it and puts it in and goes, "We have 4 books now, guys. The last book is past these walls," as she points. You guys want to try to reach there as everything's on fire in here? I got to
Yes.
roll for a chance die. How many turns
Can I
is it
try?
going to take? 6 turns. You guys are so lucky. You have 6 turns to find the exit.
Can I cast Dimension Door if I find it? I guess.
If you can know where the other side is, or see it, or imagine it, or you're just going to go into an area that may be dangerous. I'm just going to warn you.
Okay.
Dimension Door needs some kind of sight or knowledge of.
Can you guys see where the exit is?
Roll a
You
perception
guys,
check, and
yeah,
I'll tell you.
Okay, perception. Okay.
Leiden's probably smiling right now.
Oh no.
No, I did a say I always do when someone says that.
Perception.
Well,
That will
somebody
be
rolled a
a.
perception check. Fuck
I
you.
rolled a 26.
Nice.
Wow,
Hells yeah.
26. Here, James. You good because you're dead? Or no? No. So, with a 26, you look around and you see within that giant wall a big opening on one side where the bar was, and then where the library is, a smaller door. It's like kind of like a stone-looking door. They're both about 50 feet apiece. 50 feet for one, and for the other team, about 55 to 60 feet. What do you want to do? And do you want to tell the rest of the team that you saw this?
Okay, I'll tell them, and then I'll try to run towards them, and then I'll try to cast Dimension Door to the bigger door.
All right. So once you see through that bigger door, you want to cast Dimension Door because you can see through it?
Yep. I'll try to
Okay.
do that after I run to the other team, so I'm trying to get them away as well. Is that possible?
All right. So you take. I'm gonna have Alex follow you,
Okay.
so it'll help out with her. You head towards the door that way because you can Dimension Door one person with you, so it'll help the movement with her if you want. Okay. Everybody else, which direction do you guys want to go? The small stone door is about 50 feet away, or the other door is about 60 feet away? There's a big giant opening. As Lunal and Mayhem ask this and discuss this, as Chrome is trying to read her healing spells for everybody, which I got to roll for. All right. Chrome casts her spell for everybody, and you guys all gain 24 hit points back. For everybody, it gets 24 healing points. Okay. Everybody, which doors do you want to go to? Everybody, let me know which doors, because all the enemies are dead now. You guys are as a party right now.
I still gotta catch up to you guys.
You're in the bar. You are actually closer than everybody else to the big giant opening, and we have some of the people right behind you.
Oh,
Mayhem and Lunal walked up behind you with Tomb Crawl, and everybody
okay.
else on the other side. And then you have the new guys that followed up behind us with Leah's character Luna.
I'll probably take the big one.
What's the doors?
Yep,
We
so
have
the
two,
big
three
one,
doors, two.
I don't trust the smaller one.
you got a small stone door and you got a big wide opening for the left door. So one's on the left, one's on the right.
I think because my orc is so big, I think I'm going to have no choice but to take the big entrance.
All right, you go to the big entrance. Everybody
I don't really
else,
have much choice now, do I?
technically, 6 people are all going to the big entrance. What about the rest of you guys? Reuven, what are you doing?
I'll follow the group.
All right, everybody's going to the big entrance. I want all of you to roll a acrobatics or athletics check as everything is engulfed in flames. The only person here that's having fun and not having a problem is Oliden.
Yeah, because he's a
Oliden is just
pyromaniac.
yeah. Oh, we just lost a guy. Who did we lose?
Owen.
Oh, okay, that's what's going on.
Okay, Alex follows me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's not playing music anymore. I can
Yes.
headset.
Anyway, I got net 20 plus 10, 30.
Alex got
Just jump
24.
it then. Here, I'm gonna pop off this headset.
I get a 13 on my athletics. Actually, I can get acrobatics. One sec.
Music is
Oh, I'll get not 20 on acrobatics. Okay.
Nice.
Get a 16 or higher. Whatever you roll. Yeah, they can hear you now. DJ Thunderbase, what'd you roll?
You said it's for fire, right?
And it's for acrobatics and athletics because we're all running out, but it's actually the ceiling is starting to collapse and fall down on everybody.
Oh,
It's more of like run and oh my god, this thing's gonna fall and squish us. The only person that'll be okay is a giant dragon.
Which Helen?
Jordan's literally the only one technically okay.
Which Helen? I
because
got
everything
not
falling is just gonna shrug on him. Once she gets within distance, I'm gonna have him roll a perception check again to see if he can see through that doorway. You're almost there. I just need you
13
guys to
plus
roll your
9.
acrobatics and athletics.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. You said a nat 20 for you, Shishi, so
Yes,
you
sir.
actually get there perfectly. Chris, what'd you get for charisma?
20 plus 10, 30.
Jesus.
Oh damn. What'd you get, Reuben, for you? He's a very athletic orc. You don't want to mess with him. At least close range. Close range, you're fucked. 16. Okay, that succeeds. Jordan, what'd you get?
Acrobatics.
Alex, what'd you get?
I got.
Alex got 24.
Well, I don't think it's even.
All right, Jordan, what'd you get?
You said it was for acrobatics, correct? Or athletics?
Yep.
Yes.
Which one?
Well,
Either one, I guess.
With all this ash. I mean, what'd you get?
19 plus 9, 28.
All of you
Damn.
succeeded. Mayhem and Moonwell and Chrome all succeed as well. Every one of you in a storm front all start running as you see the ceiling surrounded with flames and fire as the bar is starting to erupt from all the alcohol fire exploding from the fire. All the monsters are dead, except for one skeleton guy that came out of the kitchen going, "Dinner's ready," and then he just gets erupted by explosions and fire.
No.
All of you run past Shishi for Trust. You can now do your dimension door. How does it look as you're running and you grab Estrella's hand and do dimension door? How does it look as you look through the doorway? And I want you to roll a perception check for me before you teleport through the other side.
Okay, perception. Okay, as I'm running, I just grab her by the shirt or something, and then with my right hand, I quickly cast that dimension door. And for perception, I roll. Wait, +7. That would be 26. Yeah, 19 plus 7. Yeah. Oh, lucky.
Explain to me how you dimension door through.
Okay, as I'm sprinting like as fast as possible, I grab my companion by the shirt, and then with my empty hand on the right hand, I cast that dimension door, trying to aim for the general area of the doorway.
You pass right through the gate with your dimension door as it slams behind you, but your dimension door makes you go right through. Everybody else runs right to the doorway as a gate slams right in front of all of you.
Taurus works through
For those
half
who,
an eyebrow on the left side.
for all the rest of you, though, you just make it to the door and slam against the door. I'm going to need you guys to do a strength check to see if you can lift the door. It's going to be Grismont and Mayhem. Both of you need to lift that door together. Pando teleported away, and Chrome did too. Giant Dragon can smash through when he can.
Do we get advantage?
Yes, you do, because you have me helping you.
Yeah, we should have kept the first one. I got a 17.
All right. Devontae uses shadows, goes right past the
Of
doorway.
course he does. Not that I'm jealous at all.
Hey, Devontae, explain to me how you get through with your shadows past the gate.
So, as it's opening, the light from the room that we're in basically casts a shadow from the door, in which my character, the moment he sees the shadow, he kind of somewhat turns into a minor shadow himself, kind of like the sludge from Fern Gully.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's a good one, too. That's a good one to think about.
And then,
all right, you teleport right through. Yep. And how does it look?
Pretty much when I get through, it's like I come up out of it, kind of like the monster of Lagoon Lake.
All creepy and slow right out of the shadows. Standing right behind Shishi and Alex. Scaring the fuck out of you guys. You can do an intimidation if you want to scare them. But, all right, Dark Trooper, what was your strength check?
It was a 7
on it, too.
I got an 18.
Oh, 19
so you
plus
and me
6 on intimidation.
All right, Alex and Shishi, you both are shit-faced, terrified, scared of this shadowy creature you've never seen before just pop up that's fiery with his face, kind of like a Ghost Rider face, in a sense, just in the fire. But the rest of him is all dark and shadowy.
Oh, what the hell? He screams, and then in his panic, I let go of my companion, and I pull out of kind of sardines, and I drop to my knees, and I offer him my sardines.
All you hear is just Edward respond, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not some sort of
Take it.
deity here.
Just take it. Yep, that's it.
That's hilarious.
That's it for me.
Why don't you guys do that? Mayhem and Grismont, just like in the Conan Barbarian movie. The two big, strong guys grab and yank and hold this giant gate up as everybody runs under it. Reuben, no problem.
3 feet tall.
3 feet tall. Right under it. Lunal, 4'10", walks right under it. All the rest of you had to like
That's
crouch
so
under it and everything. I do it all myself. What the fuck?
The gold.
Yeah. I do a lot of things. So, Jordan.
Yes.
Explain to me how your big red ass gets right through it. You see Mayhem as a werewolf holding this gate, and you see Grismont holding the gate, and they look over at you, and they look back at everybody else that went under, and they're like, wait a minute, why didn't we let the giant fucking dragon do this? Like a can opener.
I'm gonna basically charge at the door and just headbutt it and just scream, "Cowabunga, bitches!"
Grismont, slide under now! We're gonna do a athletics to see if we can both slide under and get the hell away in time before this giant dragon headbutts this fucking door and crushes us.
I tell the two newcomers, you might want to move.
21. 11 plus 10.
Everybody do a dexterity save, please.
You get it.
Okay.
Yes, I heard you. You succeed.
At 20 to 27.
Doesn't matter.
Reuben
Got
just-
23.
23.
Everybody else? What did Alex get?
That 20 plus 3, 23.
Let's go.
Okay. Okay. Everybody moves out of the way just in time. You see Mayhem and Grismont slide right under, using the force of their arms, pulling themselves to slide across, shoving themselves away, saying, "Get out of the way!" As Mayhem grabs Lunal and jumps out of the way. You see Chrome freaking out and teleporting away. Reuben perfectly just sidesteps, and you just see everything smash past him like a cartoon, like, huh, yeah, that happened. And a red dragon
going
head.
through the door, smashing it.
The new guys, both Tross and Estrella, jump out of the way in time, and you just see this big red dragon smashing through, and the skeletal creature getting ready to attack one of you, and its eyes, if you did have eyes, going, ah! And get a dragon head, bam, right across it. Do you want to bite at it or hit it with your head?
I'm just gonna hit it with my head.
Headbutt.
He just lands his head right on it.
Woohoo! 16 plus 10, that's 26.
Yep. All right, guys. You have made it. Next section. The one enemy that was there at the time, gone. You have enough of an area, if you all roll a perception check for me, to let you know if it's dangerous or not, to have a short rest for next week's episode of Rolling to Die, Part 4.
Oh, yeah.
What would you roll?
I got 19.
Oh, no. 19. What did you guys roll?
Checking that. Oh, plus 6.
What are we rolling?
Hell yeah. That's so great.
Check.
My perception is usually trash.
Yeah.
10 plus. What's the perception again?
14
10 plus 3, 13.
for Taurus. Alex rolls a 26.
10 plus 16,
All right.
also 26 for perception. Being an adult red dragon is badass, folks.
All right, Mayhem, a 21. Bruno, a 22. Chrome has, she just teleported back and she got a 19. All of you see within a distance some creatures moving around and whatnot, but not attacking any of you.
Oh wait, are we in the dark?
Things being. You are in the dark to a certain extent. Those who can see in the dark do have advantage for everything they're seeing.
Yay.
You see a small cave cavern area. Luna looks over and checks it out and makes sure there's no creatures. The one creature that is will not be showing up until next episode. But right now,
Cliffhanger!
yep, cliffhanger. But there is a big cave. All of you rolled perception, looked in there, and it was empty. There were a few skeletons, but they looked like they were just dead people instead. You checked the bodies and made sure the skeletals were actually just skeletons, and they were. You've seen a bonfire pit that used to be. And you see Lunal and Mayhem with Chrome looking over going, all right, guys, we're going to camp here for the night.
Ooh.
I think everybody needs to take a long.
Ooh.
I need anybody know how to do shape or stone wall.
All
or
of a sudden,
wall?
you just see Edward just pop up, a tiny hut.
Nice. All right. Anybody, Mayhem and Luna are asking, does anybody else know how to do stone wall or stone shape at all?
Nope.
Not me.
Ruben also popped up with a tiny hut.
I just hit things.
Nice. Luna walks up to the wall, and so does Luna. You see them raise their hands. Ooh, yeah, they definitely do it. And that 20, as they raise their hands, you see the stone around where the big entrance is close up a bit.
I got something that might come in
So
handy
like a
for Abner,
Mm.
and it'll even help him heal too.
Thank you.
All right.
Flame wall.
You see left. You're going to put a flame wall right at the wall as well?
It'll help Abner heal.
I'm gonna sleep on top of it.
I thought dragons slept on
Back and
treasure.
ass. This one likes fire.
Oh, don't worry, I have treasure.
How you, Luna and Luna both close the walls on the cave, making a slit of about a foot, so there's air, and they make it about 6 foot to 7 foot high, where the slit is. The dragon Abner leans across the wall, laying like he's snuggling against it, while the fire that Edward Knight lays across the wall. You see Luna walk back and light the fire around all of you. As you guys have a campfire now, as everybody starts putting up their small huts or their beds, Luna takes some chalk to a part of the wall, and draws a door, grabs a little handle out of her pocket, puts it to this stone wall, and opens a door from the wall as a green aura lines up on it. Luna looks back and smiles, goes, I'm resting in my own special sanctum. Night, guys. And Mayhem goes with her. Giggity. And they close the door.
Okay, our huts are magical too.
I know, I love it.
But
Everybody has their own magical hut. Everybody else is sleeping near the bonfires or pits. What does everybody want to do for their sleeping patterns? Everybody else has a magical hut, is already in their own sanctums. Mayhem Luna have theirs. Chrome and Pando have theirs. Reuben has his. As you hear a frog rivet outside, standing next to the door with a spear, like he's a guard. Randomly just appeared out of nowhere. Yeah.
that's the hut that we
Oh, I love it. So, what is the sleeping patterns for Grismont? What are you used to?
Grisma doesn't really need to sleep. He only sleeps about 4 hours. Like,
All right, so you can sit somewhere and sleep, and you can take the first watch if you
Sure.
want, as we need 2 people to do a sit watch, and the rest of the people will be resting. So Grismont can take a watch. Alex and Shinji, what are you two doing?
I can meditate because I'm an elf. I can meditate for 4 hours a day, and that's it.
All right, so we'll have you and Grismont take the first shift tonight, and we'll have a little story with you two as everybody else will rest. What does Alex do?
She. Give her a second. She says, as another elf, she will take the she'll meditate and take the second shift.
All right, that works. She'll take the second shift, which will also work with Abner.
Cool.
So, and that's all you need is just those 2 spots for it. Everybody will be able to take a full rest for all their characters, or a long rest. I mean, the fire's crackling and popping as everybody else lays down and sleeps, or meditates, or goes into their magical huts. Grismont and Tross, you get to first meet for the first time and have a conversation and get to know each other. You have one other person that's actually sitting with you guys at the time. You notice Mayhem sitting at the fire resting. Luna needs rest, so I'm leaving her alone. I'm going to sit at the fire with you guys. As you've seen him turn from a giant gray and black werewolf back into his Goliath form. Still a tall, big man, but not as big as he was, because you've seen him as a werewolf over 8 foot tall. Grismont and him kind of standing almost eye to eye. But when he transforms back into his Goliath form, he's about 6'8", 6'10", where Grismont's slightly taller now than Mayhem. You see them both sitting at the fire. What do you two say for a conversation after this being your first night, Shinji? And Grismont, this being your third night working with these guys?
I'm kind of like awkward because I haven't seen any of these guys before, and like I just kind of ended up here. By the way, can I cast a spell when I'm here before the long rest?
What kind of spell?
Wish.
What is the wish spell you want to do?
I wish for sardines. The value of 20. I'm pretty sure the current rule is 2,500 GP worth of sardines.
Well then.
Never-ending sardines, basically.
Yes, sir. It's not possible.
I'll make that deal. That's a damn good deal.
Yeah.
I manifest that on top of the bonfire.
You see Grismont and Mayhem sitting there, and they're like talking about their weapons, sharpening their weapons. And they look over and they see you. What does it look like when you do the wish? Like, is it in your hands? Or is it an item? Is it
I am kneeling on my knees, with both my hands raised, chanting at the sky right now.
And the fish drop from the sky.
All right, so
yeah, absolutely incomprehensible stuff.
You want it to randomly appear under you like a cartoon and pop up, or do you want it to drop under you or behind you?
I'll drop it underneath me. Like, I'll rise up with both my hands raised.
Cartoon style, kind of like a chicken dropping a shitload of eggs. I guess. You see him kneeling at first, praying, and Mayhem slaps Grismont and points over like, "What the hell is that new elf guy doing?" And you see him praying, going, "I wish for one thing and one thing only, the greatest thing on the planet."
Yeah, that's
sardines. And all we hear is sardines, and we're like, sardines, and we just see him go, what? Yep. All the way up to the top. A good 10 feet high.
So nice.
Sitting on a stack.
Now it smells like fish in here.
That would, just did the math, that would be somewhere around 500,000 to 1.5 million cans of sardines with that price.
Mayhem looks at you going, can you put some of those in your bag of holding? Do you have a bag of holding?
What?
Does your character have a bag of holding?
Maybe. I don't think he does. He didn't come with one.
Mayhem looks at you and shakes his head. Good thing my wife gave me a spare for the new guys.
Oh, hell yeah.
He pulls it out and hands it to you. Don't put another bag of holding in this.
Okay.
You will learn a very valuable lesson.
Do it.
Makes a black hole.
As you hear that from Shadow,
He nods.
it'll make a black hole to the astral sea and suck everybody in within a 15-foot range. Anybody past 15-foot range gets ripped to the
In
earth.
truth, it doesn't make a black hole. It makes an implosion bomb.
Right.
It sucks some people in for like a teleport.
portal.
Yeah, it's like a portal. It opens like a dangerous portal. It's like a swirling portal of doom where certain people in the middle that are within the 15-foot range get sucked in. Everybody past that 15-foot range.
Hey guys, what's up?
Roll up. Holy shit, Panda. So, while this is all happening, and everything, Pando pops up for a second, leaving Chrome tied up in her special little room.
Tied up already?
Doing this meme. You can tie me up and do whatever you want to me. Pando's like, bet. Ties her up, she's hanging upside down, has all the gag ball and the toys, and she's like, yes, yes! He gets over and puts like a magic spell for these toys to start dancing in front of her, and then he walks out the door. She's like, closes the door to go in. It's like, I want to go sit by the bonfire with the guys. That's what I want to do.
Just left her hanging there in midair.
I picture them dancing to Swiggity Swooty. I picture them dancing to Swiggity Swooty.
Some kind of way like that, exactly. And just that music playing in a magical tune as she's sitting there hanging upside down, half naked, all pissed off, in a full kind of ropes all wrapped around her. And she's just stuck going, what do I do for the rest of the night? At least you left the toys for her inside. That's good. Now she just has to be tortured for the rest of the night with them on while you close the door. So Pando sits next to the fire with us as you see a giant stack of sardines.
Well,
Infinite,
a
ridiculous
week on the
amount.
couch is worth a night next to the fire with the boys.
And Taurus
Oh,
is
yeah.
just on top screaming.
Do we got a pot?
That's hilarious. Hey, you see
Does someone got a cookie pot?
this elf. Oh, yeah. You see this elf putting a bunch of sardines in a magical bag, making it so he has just enough to sit down on, kind of like a chair, and eat from, but the rest are in a magical bag now. Like a million of them. He just will do it that way. Pando sits next to the fire, as you see Mayhem and Grismont sit next to the fire with food hanging off it. Edward Knight, are you doing anything else, or are you just hiding in your special tent? Edward Knight.
Does
anybody have a pot, cooking pot in their bag?
I do.
Oh, he's take some of the sardines and start cooking up a stew.
All right. Mayhem sets up the cooking pot for you and also pulls out some meat that he's had and starts slicing it up. You see a random green teleportation of a portal and some veggies drop. And Mayhem rolled his eyes going, Luna wants me to make sure there's veggies. And he starts slicing up the tomatoes and lettuce. You start realizing Mayhem's kind of a chef, actually, not just a fighter. As he has a chef knife and everything, too. I actually do have it in my character. Chef knife and a hammersmith hammer. He's a blacksmith and a chef. That's a side job besides being a bounty hunter. So
These days we gotta try playing Dragon Heist or something like that, where we run like a tavern or something.
we're doing a heist. I'm going to be setting one up. Thanks to Chris here, I got some pieces, perfect for platforms. That I'm going to set up. They're heavy as balls, so I got to set them up properly. And I'm going to make a heist, and we're going to go through an actual heist. It's going to be 2 teams. You guys versus an NPC team.
Dun, dun,
Unless you want to go team, unless you guys want to go and split teams and half and see who wins.
Ooh, I love a challenge.
Now we'll discuss that later and even see if the people in the comments can say.
I can probably
Were you
traction if nothing else. I've got a health pool.
Oh yeah, definitely. Shishi,
Yes.
what is your character doing now? You see a were panda man, like a panda folk man. You see a man that you've seen earlier turn to a werewolf back into a big, just buff man with purple armor. You see a green orc man with red eyes sitting at the fire, and they're chatting and cooking food together. All three of these guys, and you're sitting there eating your sardines. Is there anything you want to chat about with these guys?
Yeah.
You see Mayhem keeps at you.
I would like to know their origin, like the background.
Explain to me that. Like, how do you say it to which character you want to
Oh,
talk to first? And say
I'll,
this. Like,
I'll say that to all of them actually. I'll go up and then, hey, I just want to know where you guys came from because that back there was freaking wild.
My name's Mayhem, the Heart's Mace. I'm the king of the wares, and I run what we call the Blood Saints with my wife and my crew. We teamed up with this other crew right here from Pando over here called the Doom Crawlers.
Howdy. Kind of.
And we have this orc
time
man.
jumpers, all of us.
Oh, nice.
We're kind of lost in time, a few of us. The rest are, this is their timeline. But we're here to help. Things have happened. People died. We're trying to make sure certain people rule at a certain time. In the future, something horrible happens.
Something horrible?
We have to stop it.
Well, that sounds
As he looks down,
nice. He is. Yeah. By the way, Alex, is there anything you would like to say?
He looks over and goes,
Yeah.
Right now, we're hunting mimics and the undead. The main thing we have to take out is this mimic god dragon.
Oh.
If we collect all 5 books, we can seal it, or we can take its immortality.
5 books, huh?
We have to get the giant in its hand as well. It has its own spell book. It's not a normal mimic. Far more intelligent.
I see.
It creates them as
Taurus goes, what's the city anyways? Because I have not been here before.
No less, it's called. No less the Fall. It is a town that is meant for trade and bargain. And also some of the best assassins worked here. Few of my friends. Sadly, whatever happened turned all of them undead or into vampiric ghouls. And the mimics ate the rest. So our job is to find out what, why, and when, and to eradicate the enemies of these mimics.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for joining us. Sorry it's abrupt and insane. Luna, she apologizes for you guys joining accidentally like this, but at the same time, we'll pay you heftily. As Mayhem hands you a bag of gold. You want to see how much inside?
Of course.
As you open and realize it's over 1,500 gold and 2 platinum.
Oh wow, that's like a lot of sardines.
Take this as your first.
He passed them. Yes.
Same thing for your other friend. When you see her, I know she's resting right now.
I see.
As you see Alex's character meditating in the corner. She kind of opens her eye and closes it again and goes back to meditating.
Oh yeah, she's definitely still coming.
So what does Grismont say? Yeah, what does Grismont say to Shiji's character for your story? For you, Chris. What's your Grismos backstory you're telling to Shishi's character?
Let's see.
So far,
I
we have it set as you guys through a portal from one of us, but it was an accident. But how did it happen? You get to explain that part.
There we go. Yeah. Let's see what I said.
Something about pull through a portal. Yo.
Yeah. I was crumping a bunch of these humans back on this weirdo world. Then this weird circly thing popped up in the middle of me crumping. It looked kind of interesting, so I walked through and ended up here. And I've been here ever since. Not really wanting to go home, not much competition. No more orcs.
Give you a good fight, huh?
Mayhem laughs. Yeah, it was kind of an accident. I grabbed Lunal's book and asked for a champion that can stand by and be just as tough as me. Boy, howdy, that's get my wish. He got ripped through time to here, but we didn't know where. So he was pulled 30 years ahead of us, and he got pulled back to here now. So that works. He has a friend, I guess, from that time. Right now, the kid, he'll be a child. So he looks over and goes, "What about you, Pando? What is your story?"
I've jumped around so much, I've damn near forgot it. Although, I do remember a smell of when I was a small panda, before I left the island, of a stew. Forget where it was, but if I smell that stew again, I'll certainly let everyone know.
Are you talking about the island of the wares?
I believe so.
That is a beautiful place. I've been there only once. When they crowned me as king, I was allowed to meet their king, as he was an emperor, far more powerful than me. He passed down his crown to his daughter. His daughter hates me. Her name is Elijah Snowwolf. Very powerful female wolf of ice. She can make meteor storms of ice towards any enemy. So far, no one has beaten her in combat. She rules that kingdom. You came from there. I respect that. Makes me enjoy the combat with you more and more, little panda. Oh, I say, big panda now. I heard what you do with Chrome. Speaking of, where's she at? What did you do to her? I heard her screaming for a minute when you opened that door.
Well, she was tied up and said, "Do with me what you will." I've already made my bed, so I might as well sleep on the couch for a week.
Mayhem laughs. Brother, I have a spare sleeping mat right here, and he tosses you one that's black and white.
But what if you guys lose me in the betting? Pando looks up and down, and again, I'm pretty hard to miss.
He starts laughing, going, "Great camouflage. No one will know where you are." Edward Knight, what are you doing?
I was in my hut.
Okay. All right, so you just resting now?
Long rest?
All right. Taking a long rest for everybody? All of us have our nice talk. Shishi, what do you think about our characters right before you finish your long rest for your shift?
Interesting bunch. Um, us sea elves, we live in isolation, so we don't see other people much. So he has never seen any of these races before. He is kind of he feels strange about these guys.
Okay,
He doesn't know if he can trust any of them, but he goes to sleep.
you see every single race you've ever imagined in your head. You've read in books or stories being a sorcerer.
Likely, yeah.
And today, you've seen all these different types. People shape-shifting, turning into dragons. People that are orcs that can wield flaming weapons. Men that can transform into werewolves. You've seen women make portals out of nothing. You've seen a purple-winged woman walk through fire and swing a holy mace. You and your friend surviving all of this on your first night being a doomed saint. As the last thing you hear in all of your heads, everybody hears the mimic god dragon go, "Where are all of you? When I scry, all I see is darkness and fire. Where are you?" And oh my god, why is she hanging upside down tied naked?
Quit staring at my ass.
Jesus.
And on that note, guys, girls, and squirrels, this
Squirrels?
was Rolling to Die, part 3 of the Doom Saints for Rolling to Die, and the music brought to you by DJ Thunderbase. Sorry for any interruptions earlier on, for any kind of mishaps, music or sounds, or mic checks for any of us. I would like to thank you for Shishi and Alex for your time joining us. Would you like to join us again next time for next week?
Of course. Thank you so much.
Hell yeah.
For Rolling to Die next week. Remember, we're done with your bullshit. It's a crazy clown world out there. To you all, and to you all, good night. Anybody want to say anything before we wrap this up with DJ Thunderbase's closing?
Tune in on Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Chaotic Mind podcast. Be there or be square.
What if you already are square?
Remember.
Then you'll be a trapezoid.
Then you're glowing. You're a fucking fed.
It is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard for Friday nights for Rolling to Die, everybody. Anything Leiden for you at the end?
Thanks for joining us, folks. We hope you had a great time watching us. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and also don't forget, wash your hands, wash your face, and wash your ass. You know you have to. Love y'all. God bless.
Peace.
Anything for you?
Pando says, keep your rifle by your side.
Well said.
You, James, anything you say before we end this? Any good nights? All right, you said bye. Shishi, you want to say a good night or any kind of say? Any mottos you got?
That's it. Everybody stay safe. Take care, and yeah, drink lots of water.
DJ Thunderbase, hit it, my brother.
It's fireball!